team for life.
Good morning. It is Thursday, January 22nd, 2026. The Anti-Hero broadcast is the news entertainment broadcast for all first responders, veterans, and blue-collar Americans. This show is brought to you by Human Performance. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% on your testosterone every single month. They have GLPs, they have peptides, they have Anavar, they have Deca now. Start your men's fitness journey with at least some TRT. Get some performance under that hood. Go to hp-trt.com. Use promo code HERO. Save 20% on your testosterone and GhostBed. Go to ghostbed.com/antihero. Save 10% on their already ridiculously low prices. Everything from pillowcases, mattress toppers, cooling patented technology sheets, and their award-winning mattresses. They have 60,000 plus 5-star rating and reviews, in-house customer service, free shipping and returns. So if you gotta replace something in the bedroom other than your wife, go to ghostbed.com, use promo code antihero or /antihero. It'll tell them that we sent you. And of course, our boy Jim over at Elevated Silence. Go to elevatedsilence.com, use promo code antihero15. Save 15% off your suppressor. They have everything from 22s to 50 cal. If you need a suppressor for your weapon, it is not a very hard process, and Jim will walk you through it. So go to elevatedsilence.com, use promo code antihero15, and save 15% on your suppressor.
And don't forget to support the boys in Patreon, where we're going to start doing custom gear in the Patreon for our followers. Tuesdays is only on Patreon, so check out the Patreon. It's growing. It's getting it's doing very well.
Yeah,
and we have a lot of fun in there on Tuesdays, and we have custom merch.
Doing the squad workout today?
We are doing the squad workout today.
All right,
Patreon
squad workout.
Patreon will see some squad workout stuff, and don't forget to check out the store, the antiherobroadcast.com. New designs are up in the store, so check those out. We have some really awesome followers that are creating designs, and we're getting them on shirts, hats, hoodies, and stickers.
That 99% for the boys one's a good one.
It is a good one.
A very good one.
Yes, it is.
Jimmy.
Yo.
He's back.
I
He was
am
back
back.
yesterday, but he's back in the studio today.
Back.
Live last night.
Yeah, I put that was my thumbnail from The Wire. I want you to let everyone know we're back up.
Oh, such a good show.
Yeah, it was.
Reflections, not much of one, except for yesterday's episode was
brain still hurts.
Different.
Yeah, it was a little different.
Wednesday Friends Day, we had Elizabeth Lane on. She's really cool. She's really nice. But it turned into a fucking Fox News shit show.
Cool and nice, huh? That's the best adjectives yet.
I mean, like,
really cool and nice. She is.
Yeah, my dad was in, and he liked it.
He was
a lot.
not happy with her.
No, he didn't like her. I mean, because especially when I was like, he's like, she does not understand military dudes.
I made the best clip that I'm gonna put out this afternoon.
Oh God.
It has to. What it has in there is that that fucking meme of those black kids and like,
it was getting roasted.
It was definitely. I mean, when you're in conversation with a personality like that, it's tough. It's tough to. That's all I'm gonna say. It's tough because there was never really a resolution on anybody's points. It was and I like the lady, but it's a lot of like backtracking 35 years and then setting a point. It's like,
well, yeah, because go ahead.
No, I kind of fucked it up because like I kind of looked at it myself, and I was like, I at a point I was like, I could see you guys like kind of glazing over, and I was like, dude, we're talking at a graduate level, and we need to.
Yeah, I know. It was really cool to be kind of said it 3 times in the show,
and I felt like I was like,
we're way smarter than everyone here.
it was true.
No, what it was I was messing with the comments, and if you were watching, I said Justin helped, so Justin jumped in. I can't manage the comments and manage a show because she rightfully so, she wasn't stopped and you weren't stopped. So I mean, the problem was it wasn't like 5 minutes on this topic, go end 5 minutes on this topic. So it was flowing and people were joining like, what the fuck is going on? What are they talking about?
It was a lot, but it's I mean, that's the that each show is gonna be different when you have a guest that's that powerful and that straight to her point. She's not coming off of it. She's going to get her point out. Even when you were like, all right, let's slow down and go another time. She's like, oh, no. And then like went back and she's like, shut up. You're just the host of the show. Like easy now.
It's just your show.
Yeah. So it's like, it was a lot, but it's not, we have to have those people on.
And I said that on my live last night too. Is like, look, we're gonna have people on that you don't agree with, and that's okay.
Yeah.
You need to have those kind of conversations.
We're contemplating one person that we've tossed around a lot. No, not Joker.
Oh, sorry.
Mike's like, damn.
Damn it.
He was recently on Andy Stump's show.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Came up yesterday, right?
Yeah, he did. She did.
I'm out of the loop.
Yeah, I mean it's just, we'll talk about it later, but I mean it's some shows can have people on and some shows can't.
Is that our only reflection? It is. Louis, can you bring up that picture so I can get my recognition for the day?
Okay.
Please? I want everybody to understand what today is. Bring it up. Today is National Law Enforcement Spouse Appreciation Day, everybody. And I am a cop wife. So I want gifts. I want everybody to tell me how I sacrificed so that my wife can serve you guys in the public. And she doesn't get to come home for Thanksgiving. She doesn't get to come home at dinner time. She struggles to fight the crime you guys don't know exists. Today's my day.
Out there in the shadows.
Do you have a color on the flag for you? We got yellow for dispatchers.
Purple for Copville color. Yeah. The purple. So everybody, please thank me for my wife's service today and tell me how great I am that I support my wife's excellent service to the community.
That's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
somebody sent it to me today, and I'm like, oh, I got something for this. I got something for this.
So I mean, it's sort of like the Army. You guys see those bumper stickers on the Army, like Army spouse, hardest job in the Army. It's like,
wife.
Yeah, same thing.
Well, I posted a picture yesterday on my story where a couple got married, and the wife is not a cop. The wife is a cop wife, and in their marriage photos at the altar, they are intertwined, holding his fucking vest, his duty vest, and they're like,
Mike's like, why are you not wearing it?
No, that's one time I don't want the fucking vest around. I was like, how fucking gay is this? And I got blocked. I posted it. She blocked me, but good thing I screenshotted it. So it was funny. But,
Mike getting after it.
Oh, dude,
ruining people's days.
Dude, I get blocked so fucking much.
Everything we send Mike, he's like, can't see it.
Can't see it. Can't see it.
Dude,
blocked.
Freaking Justin sent me something. I'm like, dude, I can't see it.
Blocked.
I'm like,
somebody sent us TK's post. I couldn't see that. I didn't know TK blocked us.
Well, what did he say?
It was a picture.
I felt really bad once. I said blocked. So I wrote, somebody sent me something. I said blocked, and the guy was like, dude, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I'm like, no, dumbass. I'm blocked from the page. I'm not blocking you. Like, he thought I was blocking him for sending me.
Damn,
I'm
dude.
like, no.
Damn, you fucking hurt that guy for like 15 minutes,
yes.
bro.
All right, Dom's good. We're good.
Dominic.
Right,
his name is Dominic.
Oh
Yeah, he likes Dominic. I fucked up yesterday. I uploaded the wrong audio file.
Awesome.
I had a bunch of Instagram messages saying you uploaded yesterday.
Yeah, you do that a lot. When you do upload it, you fuck it up. Usually I get the message like 4 hours later that, hey, is the audio going up?
That's just night shift because that's the last thing I want to do at 11 p.m.
What's up, Liz? What's up, everybody?
Somebody asked if Crave is a new creatine gummy. Yes.
You want to plug them now?
I'll plug them later, but
okay.
Yeah,
they're our guys.
Anti-Hero 15 get you 15%.
Local Florida company, very good dudes, and there's actually creatine in it.
Fuck it, let's just do it. Now.
Do it. Yeah, do it.
All right, Crave creatine. Now we don't have the promo code on the design yet because I forgot to tell Lewis about it. But if you use promo code and trycrave.com, use promo code Anti-Hero 15, save 15%. I shared in our stories what got us linked up with Crave was the fact that they ran a test against our old supplement company, which is I guess apparently a cash grab, and they measured the creatine in the creatine gummies, and Tasty Gains didn't have any creatine in it.
Allegedly, based on their test.
Allegedly, based off their test that we weren't there for.
We didn't see the label, but it looked a lot like
it
was covered.
Yeah, it looked familiar.
But a company that looked very similar didn't have any creatine in it.
But yeah, creatine. We all need creatine for a magnitude of reasons. It pulls water into the muscles for size and definition, and improves mood and brain function as well. Builds up to 30% lean muscle and can boost strength also up to 30%. And I will tell you 100% that is true. Creatine is something your body makes naturally. It helps your brain and muscles get energy by making more ATP, your body's main fuel. When you take creatine, you give your body more power. That means you can lift more, recover faster, and stay sharp all day. All you need to take is 3 gummies a day. And they're fucking delicious.
Yeah, and who wants to, like, I never took I've done steroids, I've done all that cool stuff. Creatine, I never did because
It's annoying.
it's miserable.
Shaker,
and it's the
Gets
weirdest chalky.
Oh, it's like
so
drinking- it's
difficult
like,
to deal
like
with.
you ground up your
You
chalk
try to
from
put it
the
in,
school.
it spills everywhere. So this is convenient on the road, at the gym. You throw it in your gym bag, you keep it with you, and buy extra.
I would
buy
literally
extra.
put it in like this much water just so I can
Yeah,
take
I
it
hate it,
down.
but
Yeah, and those guys are cool as hell, man. And they, we talked to them for a long time before we partnered up, and we're gonna go down and see their facility, watch the creatine get put in.
Yep.
But here's what they say: if you don't love the flavor or feel the difference, Crave will refund you with a full money back guarantee. And they actually answer their messages.
Yes, they do answer their messages, and they're local, so we can go shake
Yeah.
them if something happens. We can see them. It's not like a pyramid scam like some other companies.
Yeah,
where,
so you guys keep us informed about shipping, about quality. We want to know. We we're our partners.
they
They
definitely
live
got
right-
a lot of messages about the last company
They,
that
they
were not
live
good.
right next to me.
Yeah, they're right
Yeah.
by Jimmy.
So I mean, it's not like it could
We'll
be.
send Jimmy Wick over there.
Jimmy Wick.
Jim Wick.
Dude, my hair grows so fucking
I
fast.
saw that, dude. It's
You
about
can
as
take it
long as
down,
it
Lewis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Crave Creatine. Go give them a shout out. And then see it, order from them, let them know we sent you Anti-Hero 15. Save 15%.
Beautiful.
Is that the only reflection? Was Elizabeth Lane fucking roasting everybody and being everybody in the fucking comments, dude?
Yeah.
I was losing my mind.
Yeah, they were good. They were good.
Fucking between Mike sleeping and like people were like, he put a Polaroid up of in front of his
I said, what do you
camera.
want me to say? Like, what do you want me to say?
People were like, he painted his eyes
And
open.
every time I tried to get involved in the conversation, she just fucking basically told me to fuck
Well,
myself.
again, like
People were like, Jimmy met his match. If you were like, stand up, Jimmy, do you have a boner?
I know I saw that. It's like, dude, I mean, like it was, I mean, there was one part where I had a guy talk to me last night on the live. He was like, the part where you went, be very careful what you say next. And
What was that in reference to? Now, mind you, my mind was half in, half out.
so,
But I did hear that.
so I sort of set her up. I knew where she was going to go about like, hey, do you believe that, Putin has the right to clear his own backyard and stop encroachment from people who are strategic competitors? And she said, yes, absolutely. And she started to go, and I went, be very careful.
What were you setting her up for?
Venezuela, because Putin was like, you can't do that to Venezuela. It's like, motherfucker,
Stone cold stunner.
Yeah. I mean,
You gave her the beer and the
yeah,
cinder.
my dad sent me the meme yesterday after the show. It was like the end of Rocky, like ain't gonna be no rematch. Don't want one.
Is she coming on Shadowcast?
Yeah. So
All right.
she and I have talked a little bit. She'll be on. I think what I want to do though is, and she is very used to dealing with the legacy media.
I'm going to argue over
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
yeah.
Alex Jones, Tucker
Yeah,
Carlson, those
Like
guys
where
are
it
arguers.
is dog eat dog, and so it's very hard to.
You got to make her sign a be nice clause.
She just, dude. I mean, give her credit, man. She's a fucking pit bull about that stuff.
She is. My reflection on that is her beginning message. If you go back, I kind of breezed through it again. Her message was kind of different from the beginning, where America was great and she came here and succeeded, to America sucks and nobody really wants
That
to
was
be here.
the whole premise. I was trying to tell her, like, you got a bunch of people in the chats that aren't looking for gotcha moments. They're hearing America gave me opportunity and America sucks. That's what everybody was hearing. Just broad strokes. That's what they're hearing. And I was trying to tell her. And then when we would ask her simple questions, we would get, so it started in Latin America. And I
In
said, you can't do that. She
1837.
goes, you want the answer? She goes, there was once a senator. And I'm like, stop, man. You can't do that.
And I mean, that's the thing, is that, just like everybody has a learning curve, she's gonna have a learning curve for us.
Yeah.
Um,
And comparing anything to Switzerland,
I mean,
I went and looked, man. Demographics, like even Georgia is 85% ethnic.
you wouldn't be
Georgian.
allowed in Switzerland.
Switzerland's like 90% ethnic.
yeah.
They're all the same people, and Georgia is 85%. They're all their own people. There's no foreigners in those countries, so it's very. And then I wanted to flex a little bit. They have like an 80,000 person army. Like we just clean them up in like 15 minutes. Like,
but I mean, I was waiting for not one of those cops over there in Switzerland pulled over a fucking Altima. I was waiting.
Nah,
for you to-
dude, you literally to visit, like to visit Switzerland, you have to show them you have money. Like to get in, to get like a tourist visa, you gotta be like, yeah, I got money. I'm not a fucking hood rat. Like I can afford to come here. Yeah, like come on.
It's you know, I think I said that. I was like, you're comparing apples to pears.
It's no way. It's no way. It's not the same.
Georgia, the country has less people than Georgia, the state.
But I think she knows what she's doing.
She does.
She's good at it.
She knows.
I mean,
exactly.
she came here
It's
for
shock.
Kennedy. She came here because of Kennedy.
It's it's shock value. She knew she was going to. She was like, I mean, and what Heather was saying, she's like, does she know your demographics? Like half military. Is she just shit all over the military? Like you can leave the military.
Yeah, stop defending your communist shitty country. It's like,
I mean, she understands the game.
yes, because people are gonna go comment on her page to talk shit,
Exactly.
and then she reels them in, and then she throws that a very good accent in, and everybody's like,
boing. People were like, I'd let her talk me into a fucking
guys are like,
I'd give her TRICARE. She can have my TRICARE.
It's like, I mean, what are there some guys from fucking seventh group fucking just licking their lips listening to her?
Yeah.
That super chat. But before you bring that super chat, Lewis, go to the. I just sent an email with that. What Liz is talking about.
Nope. You said.
Yep. Do it his way. Go to the email. Go to the email. Bring up that picture I just sent. There we go. Just sent it. There it is. Now,
quick, Lewis. Good job.
This is now put the super chat up there, all together. Put it all together like one big family.
Mhm.
There we go. So there's a missing 17-year-old girl, Haley Busby, last seen on January 5th, and this is going to make it all the way to Dayline. Liz sent this to me. I wanted to make sure we put this up so it gets some exposure, and we appreciate the super chat, Liz. There we go. Now it all comes down.
Fantastic.
Look at that.
Well, not fantastic that she's missing. So I mean,
Great.
I'm more
Clip that.
Awesome.
Has anybody checked Jimmy's house? Has anybody checked Jimmy was gone a week, and we have a missing person.
She's super cool.
I mean, what?
Wait,
She's really not missing.
guys, what are we talking about here?
Pride Assassin in with $5. Thanks, bro.
Thank you.
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's. I'll tell you what, man. Like being gone for a week, like I had no idea how much I missed the fucking community in the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, I hadn't really missed you guys. I mean, like,
You came back with protein bars, though.
Dude,
Jimmy's getting after it, dude. You're gonna see a new Jimmy here soon.
Jimmy's gonna get back to where he was.
Uh-oh.
Jimmy ate so bad that chocolate protein bars, he was like, this is disgusting. I'm like, they're meant to taste good. He's like, this sucks.
What I said was
I'm
like,
off.
I forgot how much this sucks.
I'm off my rocker right now. I
Why?
mean bad. Oh, I mean bad.
Oh, you're eating bad?
And February 1st, I kick it in. My cruise
Wow.
is like the 22nd, so it gives me 6 weeks.
So how many days do you have to eat like shit?
Another fucking 8 days.
Oh man.
And then we
Donuts.
we
I'm
go
going to
on
the local donut
are we
shop,
fucking-
fucking grabbing donuts. Like I'm all in.
Are we doing a crash? Like cut? Like we're getting ready
just
for
gonna-
weight?
I'm not.
I'm just
cut
going
weight?
Dieting, everybody. It's
Juice
every man
and
for himself.
juice and jacked.
Yeah. I'm gonna
Yeah.
have to get back on the gear. Man.
I started
Ooh.
Anavar, or no, I've started Anavar again, but I just started DECA too. And I'm like, oh, I'm taking HPTRT,
Yeah.
not diagnosed me, prescribed me 0.25
Mhm.
of like this much in the syringe once a week. And Mike's like, yeah, I used to take 300. I was like,
300 was the first time.
Dude, I mean,
I was like, okay. He's like,
I mean,
"You're not gonna-
Well, it's
do
only
you-
one
do you,
cc.
Do you
That's
do it in the
3
thigh?
times, 4 times. No way.
Do it in the thigh or the butt
No
cheek?
way. Butt cheek.
I have
Yeah.
my wife do it.
Oh my god! Like I hate fucking needles. That was the hardest part about being.
Hey,
out
yeah,
there.
dude. Oh my God. I was like, Heather, can you stick me? And she's like, I'm like, all the things I do for you all day long. I don't ask you to do anything but just stick
I'll do
my
it.
fucking butt with. No, you're not doing
We'll
it.
do it right here on night
That's
shift.
gay.
It's not gay. It's not. That is one thing that's not gay.
Dude,
The mission comes first.
dude, I mean, realistically, we should be able to fucking write it off as a tax write-off since it's fucking branding.
Okay. It's funny you say that. So I'm an owner of HPTRT, so I get free stuff and we write it off as owner expenses. But I was like, man, the tattoos, the juice, like everything that comes with being on camera should be a tax write-off. Apparently, Heather was also telling me that OnlyFans girls tried it and they got
they got hit
the
with the
government
HOTAX.
was like, no,
you can write off a lot of like
not tattoos. If it's look like the way I do it, like, okay, I'm on camera a lot. I want to look the part. So steroids and tattoos go into the branding.
Yeah.
The government said absolutely not. We're not ready for that. So,
dude, I mean, like the HOTAX hit the fucking OnlyFans models hard.
the HOTAG, what's that?
So they were making money on OnlyFans, and they weren't paying taxes at all.
Yeah, that's what
Biden
did that.
Yeah, and so like but it didn't go into effect until now.
So are they getting retroactively taxed or just now?
That one I don't know. I'll have to look into it.
Probably not.
But I know that they are going to have to start paying taxes, and so all these OnlyFans girls are.
We have to pay.
What the fuck?
Our YouTube, our fucking StreamYard, like every fucking thing sends us the tax information because they take their cut, and then we get taxed on it again.
Yeah,
it's fucking hard to make money.
Abigail,
nowadays.
buddy.
Dude,
Abigail.
Well, I mean,
I already talked to her. We're good.
I honestly think we should just I need to make the trip over there.
Yeah.
And we need to sit down and be like, here's the spreadsheets. Here's.
Yep. She's doing my personal stuff, and she's very good. So
it's
Probably hire her for my personal stuff too.
she's very
In the
good.
clothing line. Heather said they tried implant. Oh, that's what it was. They
Yeah.
tried writing off their fake boobs.
Yeah. It's like,
It makes sense.
yeah.
I mean,
But no, the government.
I mean,
no,
here's something else that you can
because I
do.
could write off my wife's tits.
Here's what
She's on a podcast, and she.
I didn't know that.
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew that.
I first of
Mike,
all,
look at-
you're. I mean, no offense to your wife, but they're both pixelated to me. Like they're
like our
Minecraft
fucking show.
yeah, they're Minecraft characters. Like they're nameless gray faces. Like I know who you are, but like I'm on mission here. And because I got my fucking wife back home that'll whoop me.
I'm gonna tell the joke.
Tell the
It's
joke.
not even a joke. It's a true story. And she said I could tell it.
Who?
My wife. Everybody thinks she's like hardcore, shooter, all that stuff. She's funny. She's very funny. So the other night, go in the room, when the dogs are out of the room and the door shut, it goes on when the dogs are out of the room, door shut. She's tired. She says, I'm really tired. Can you just,
Mike's like,
can we,
Bruce Almighty.
she's like, can we go easy tonight? And I was like, I'll just take a hand job. And she goes, quote, "Damn, bro, you're ordering off the dollar menu tonight." And I looked at her and I said, that is the fucking funniest thing I've ever heard you say. Like,
dope.
Didn't miss a beat, literally. And I told it to Dom last night live on Hot Top. Now I getting all the Mick jokes in my DMs, but that was top notch.
That was
comeback.
Like sharp, quick, no waiting.
Just
witty.
right there. She's like, "Damn, bro, you're ordering off the dollar menu tonight." And I was like, I figured Clint would appreciate that story.
Yeah. One of the other things that people can do, by the way,
Vets be rubbing.
yeah, that's what reminds me.
Put your vest on. It's never safe, Joanna.
Guys are all tacked out.
She is one of a kind. She had to take her car for service. What does every cop do? Jump in their civilian clothes, drive their car to the state. Full uniform this morning, dude. Loaded up, loaded
really?
down.
Yeah, I never did
straight
that.
to the station, dropped it off her oil change. She's about it, dude. But that, like I said, she's very serious, but she got in a pretty good scuffle the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
She whooped somebody's ass.
Yeah. Well, she didn't whip anybody's ass. I don't want to get a fucking IA, but she did very well. And she's.
Can we break down the body cam when it's available?
Yeah, I'll get the. I want to get it. The body cam wouldn't be it. It'd be have to get the video from inside Walmart. But
oh shit, shoplifter,
6'2" black male. That at the end said, "Damn, you're strong." And she came home and told me she's busted up. Like that's what's cool about her. Like black guy, fucking scratches all over. She's like, whatever, just doing the job.
Did you say black guy or
black eye?
Oh,
black guy too, but
black guy.
Black guy, like
black guy gave her a black
You
guy.
can't say that. That's
Who'd have thunk
racist.
it?
But it's cool. It's like, you see all the knock on females and the knock on even the male cops that can't do their job. And I'm just like, my wife can.
Oh man.
And today is spouse appreciation day. So
I mean,
even though she took him into custody and did all, I am responsible for her
you
success.
get credit.
I am
You do get
responsible for
credit.
the arrest. I am responsible for her. Just so you guys know, it's my day.
I mean, how is she going to perform well at work if she's got problems at home?
yeah, she's got the
and
spouse.
by the same token, I always use a big word there, but I stopped myself.
You dropped
Why?
one yesterday too, and I
got a
couldn't
good
even say
story,
it.
too. By the way, don't ever forget.
What's that?
I got a good story too, but don't ever forget.
Oh
You
yeah,
dropped one yesterday, but it was in the middle of the fucking
Free for all.
We're all pieces of shit in
We
America.
saw it.
Yeah.
Me and Mike looked up. All right,
Oh,
anomaly or anomaly. It's a not analogy was the core word.
Mhm.
Analogous.
Analogous, yeah.
Analogous.
So
Like
so-
Snuffleupagus.
So I was watching Justified last night again.
show.
Great show. So Boyd Crowder,
Great actor.
great,
Whoever that guy.
Yeah,
is.
he
was in The Shield.
Yeah, Walton Goggins.
Yeah.
He's in Fallout now. And so he kind of perfected the character. So basically, Boyd Crowder from Justified is the character that he's playing in Fallout now. It's the same accent, it's the same kind of guy. And then he used the word innocuous, and the main character looks at him and goes, "What the fuck does that mean?" And he goes, "Innocuous, it's a word. It means blah 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 blah." And I was like, "I've used that." I was like, "That must have been where I got it," because that show came out in 2010.
Have you guys seen The Rip?
I watched it. I watched it last Friday.
I watched it 2 nights ago.
For a Netflix movie, it tricked the shit out of me. I was low budget Netflix movie,
but it was good.
It was
low
good.
budget with those two
I
actors?
knew it was low budget.
It made me miss the job for like 2 hours. I was like,
Yeah,
because it's all Hollywood.
We were talking about it, and her and I watching it, two cops, and we're like, oh, this is what. But as it got going, and a little scene started in the house, and I'm just like, and she's like, it's Matt Damon. I'm like, no, that would be too obvious. It's not Matt Damon. It's not him. Like I was like, it can't be. And then as it started going on, it all
You think it's Matt Damon?
You do, but I'm like,
Don't give it away, you motherfuckers.
I won't. But it's like you can't. It couldn't be. It would have been too. But for a low budget, but Matt Damon aged, dude.
Yeah,
Ben Affleck still looks like Ben Affleck, but it was cool. I couldn't look at the Asian dude because of fucking Walking Dead. He got his fucking skull smashed in. And I'm like, I can't look at him any other way than Walking Dead.
Oh
Yeah, you gotta watch it.
It really did.
Don't forget your story.
The ending sucks. The ending sucked. The ending is like stupid, out the window, all that dumb stuff. But
the ending took forever. You could actually, if you pause it and there's 15 minutes left, you can stop the movie. I'm like, there's 15 minutes left.
Well, one goes one way and one goes the other.
Is it like Den of Thieves? Is it around?
No,
okay.
It is not on the caliber. I would never put them in the same fucking movie store as Den of Thieves.
Very good, Justin.
Yeah, Damon looks old because he spent so much time on Mars.
All right, my wife's story. Me and my wife were in a heated discussion about finances.
That's what we call it.
As all adults are. And we are talking about what we are going to do with my retirement money from when I was a cop. You know, they're strategic.
Vegas.
And I made the fucking snide comment of, I said this. I go, well, it's my fucking money. I earned it. And she goes without a hit. She goes, barely. It's like mid argument. I went, oh, that was good.
You did more than he did. You're a law enforcement spouse. Today's your day, Heather. You're entitled to 75% of that money.
Yeah, you could put the green flashy lights on the car, and everybody
barely. Beautiful. Those Chipotle parking lot meals really paid off.
God damn, man,
that's really good. That's right up there with the McCann job.
I had to laugh.
That's really good.
It was good.
Very good.
All right, so should we get into one of the topics?
Barely.
Dude, we're having such a good time. I mean, fuck it. Clint, by the way, he goes,
I wasn't there. I would have definitely doubled down on that one.
That would have been one of those. Just can't even stand up.
Show me the lie. Show me the lie.
It's almost like Springer or Maury.
Yeah. Heather
claims her husband did nothing while being a cop.
That was a lie.
She's attempting to get 75% of his retirement.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair to her, like when I was with her, I was checked out. I was on day shift. Oh no, I was on street crimes for a little bit with her, but all I did was bitch. I hated fucking. It was like they were sending us out there to do these jobs and they were frying us when we fuck up. It was
the
like
job dead.
The job is 100% dead.
Oh, okay.
I love that shit. The only time, Mike, I'm telling you, the only time I ever fucking missed it was when last Friday. Friday nights is my real movie night. Mm-hmm. And Heather fell asleep early. I'm like, oh, this is it. I got in bed. She fell asleep on the couch. Fucking big screen. I put on The Rip. And I was like, man, this is cool.
There was
waiting for the thumbnell to be The Rip.
We didn't even talk about, we can do it. We didn't even talk about watching it. I just watched it. Went Tuesday night.
The Rip?
Yeah, I just watched it. Like we didn't even talk about watching it till today.
Oh yeah,
but it's the same thing because when they got going and like the UC stuff, I'm like, working the informant, the stash out.
He goes vest up. I was like, dude,
but they didn't vest up till long into that scene.
So the whole premise of the movie is retarded because they know it's. I don't want to ruin it for everybody, but there's an imminent threat coming, and they stay there.
Eminent.
Eminent,
not an intimate. Intimate was what me and JoJo had with the
imminent.
Eminent.
No, it's imminent.
Imminent.
Imminent, not
You said-
eminent.
You said intimate.
No, I said imminent.
It's
Eminent.
whatever was said. We'll fucking
What
hey,
is it, Jimmy?
bring up the replay. I
Clip it.
Yeah, it's eminent. Yes.
All right. Oh, it's eminent.
Yeah, it's eminent.
I thought it was imminent.
Imminent danger.
I mean, dude, it's tomato. But
How's it spelled?
fucking IMMEN.
Imminent.
Yeah.
Spelled with an I.
Yeah.
Eminent. We can just say whatever we want. Eminent.
I don't know if you want to do
Own
that.
it?
I mean, like Clint says, Elizabeth.
Corin?
Elizabeth knows
Corin?
all my words.
Quran.
I thought you were doing it on
the
purpose.
Corin.
Antifa.
Antifa,
I
Corin.
think sometimes I do things on purpose, but I don't realize. Like this morning, I on purpose, intentionally, didn't unintentionally not answer my wife 3 times when she was. You ever have her like
I did the same thing.
ask you to do something? She's like, "Hey, bro, can you do?"
I'm brushing my
XYZ?"
teeth, and I'm like, I can hear her telling me to do things. I'm like, I can just say I can't hear it because I'm brushing
No,
my teeth.
she said it, and I started to go do it, but she said it 3 times. She's like, "Do you fucking hear me?" And I'm like, "Yeah," but in my head, I'm going to do it. I'm just not acknowledging that you
Yeah.
asked me to do it.
That's my one thing I have is to piss you off and not acknowledge you.
Dude, well, I mean, like, there's legitimately times where I like look at people. I'm like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, I can't fucking hear it. It sounds like fucking mush.
But hearing also is a huge problem.
yeah,
yeah.
you can't hear anything.
No.
I'll give you that.
I
I definitely heard her, and it was like in my head, I'm going,
I definitely
I'm
heard
going,
it.
I'm gonna go do it, and she's like firing at me as I'm moving. Do you hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? I'm like, yeah, I heard you. She said, well, fucking say you heard me. I'm like, well, I'm going to do it. She's like, I don't know what the fuck you're going to do. Just say you heard me. I'm like,
yeah,
right,
dude,
you're right.
I have that thing too. Like, if I say something to you, like, hey, can you do this? And you're just like, it doesn't look like you're paying attention. It's like, well, hey, could you just acknowledge my fucking existence for like 2 seconds? Just let me know you heard me.
Yeah.
Because
Heard.
otherwise, I'll just go fucking do it myself.
In restaurants, they yell heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, heard.
Yeah,
86 to carrots. Heard. You got to do that.
that's so good.
I mean, we get that from the army, though, moving.
yeah,
Yeah.
Moving.
moving.
I mean, you would say
That's
moving
SWAT.
if it was like fucking, hey, I need someone to mop the floor. Moving. That's what
Unless
you.
it's SWAT, you got to do like the.
Yeah.
You got to do all the hand
I
signals.
mean, and they started that in basic training.
The SWAT signals. Yes, sir. I understood. Get your pants. Like
Dude.
that, you know,
Dude.
moving.
Man, dude, some of the SWAT guys, man. Oh my god, I'll have to go back and look at it. I had a run in with one.
Oh,
Recently?
Yeah, this weekend.
Were they kicking down the trap
were they
house?
at your house?
No,
The cups are too tight.
no.
Welcome back, Jimmy.
Yeah, I wasn't in jail, guys. And that was like the joke last night. Like, hey, did they fucking finally bail you out? It's like because everybody thought I was fucking gone because it was Martin Luther King Day and I was still in fucking jail.
Yeah, no bond, no court hearing.
Long weekend.
No, I had a fucking conversation with a guy who up in Ocala who was,
Oh, wait, rotate back, Jimmy. No, go to Jimmy. No, rotate a little bit backwards. Rotate your chair. No, other way. Look at that. Look at your right arm. There's already definition just by dying.
Get the fuck out!
I'm telling you, dude.
It doesn't happen that fast.
It does happen when you lose fucking a couple pounds. That everybody sees it differently. I see it in my face.
You notice I gained a couple.
It's this fucking turkey neck, man.
You get it in your neck.
You notice I haven't been shaving my neck, right? That's camouflage.
Yeah, dude. My dude, it's
Concealment.
the Arnett curse. My granddad had it. My dad has it, and I knew it was coming. And then I saw it in the mirror one day, and I was like, I'm gonna have to start doing those fucking tongue exercises. Fucking pull this thing up. I was like,
Yeah, those are on the dollar menu too.
yeah,
All right, let's get into it.
yeah. Sorry, guys. 40 minutes. Of
We got
bullshit.
40 minutes. So Dom's coming on at.
Right after noon, after the break.
His name
So
is-
what did you want to cover the Portland with him? got 2 cops shot in
Yeah,
Portland.
Portland one is just 2 cops shot and no suspect. Pictures and on the run. Not really Dom. I'd rather go the hot topic with the main topic.
Uvalde.
Yeah, he'll have a
All right.
lot to say about that.
Mm.
All right. Well, we'll cover Uvalde and the court case when we get back from commercial break halfway through. Let's kick this off with Greenland.
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you like my reel when I compared? I was just asking what's the difference between Trump and Hitler, Trump
Uh-huh.
and Putin.
Yeah.
Is it just the way he's doing it's different? Is it because we're
Well,
America?
There's actually a huge update on that today too. I'm
Yeah,
sure you have
so
it.
I've
Okay.
got there's a lot going on with Greenland. So Trump was at the World Economic Forum, which is, I mean,
Pretty
have you
standard.
have you ever seen like some of the fucking rooms that they have their meetings in? It looks like they're on the fucking Death Star. Like, could you possibly be more Dr. Evil than you guys are right now?
Floating in the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's just like, oh my God, you fucking guys. But basically, I mean, I've got a whole bunch of notes, but here's the thing. So first of all, pull up, Lewis, will you please pull up the picture that I sent you? It's so we need to cover, number one, why the fuck is Greenland important? Do you guys know?
No.
Okay.
Jimmy knows. That's what you're here for.
That's
Tell me.
I'm assuming strategery.
It is strategery. All right. So right here we have, this is called the
bush.
the Geuk Gap, the Greenland, Iceland, UK Gap. So you can see.
Wait a minute. You never knew Bush said that in a speech?
Strategery.
He said strategery.
You said so many dumb fucking things, dude.
All right, go ahead.
So this is if you look at the map, right? So you got Greenland up at the top, Iceland in the middle, and the UK is down there at the bottom. And you see that big red line, right?
Yeah.
So think of this as like standard first-person shooter tactics, right? We want to fucking there's a fucking choke point. We're going to cover that choke point. So on this line is what we call the SOSUS warning nets.
The what?
Right? SOSUS
warning nets?
Yeah. Okay. So it's submerged underwater. It's basically a passive sonar listening system. Remember I told you guys when the fucking guys went down to the fucking Titanic and they fucking died? And the United States knew about it within 4 minutes.
Yeah.
That's because of this. It's because of SOSUS.
All right.
So if you look up there where the arrow is, you can see where Murmansk is. That is the only naval base that the Russians have.
The one up top and top right?
And Murmansk. I mean, they also have Archangelisk too, but this is where they keep their ballistic missile submarines, a lot of their surface fleets. The biggest threat's obviously the submarines, right? Any invasion route or any
it's going to cut through that red line.
Cut through that red line.
Okay.
On top of that, any nuclear strike, whether it's intercontinental ballistic missiles or aircraft, have to go through this area. So if you've got Greenland, Iceland, and the UK, you can cover it with sonar, you can cover it with radar, you can intercept them before they get close to the United States.
Okay.
That is why Greenland is important. All right. And one of the things that is the problem is that we are looking at this going like, hey guys, we are in a fucking war. We are the word that we actually need to use is strategic competitors. We are strategic competitors with Russia. Okay?
So is the problem is that it's like renting. We're renting Greenland, but it's just cheaper to buy it.
No,
because will they let us do what we want there?
No, that's the problem. Is that we want to do a lot more.
Want to do hood rat stuff.
Yeah. We want to do hood rat stuff with our friends.
Yeah, we want to. I mean, like Mike said, I want to take your lunch, man. Don't make me take it, man. Just give me your lunch money.
Well, I think I need it. He pulled that yesterday. I think
he did.
Yeah,
he basically said, I could do it. I could do. I mean, I have his quote. So I mean, I came in this morning and I did my fucking notes in my truck because I didn't want to do anything like get in here and get distracted. So, anyway, so where did it go? Did I delete it? I can't have deleted it.
Couldn't have.
No,
Jimmy.
No, I did not. All right, so I have the quote because it's really good. It's fucking guy. We probably won't get anything unless I decide to use excessive strength and force, where we would be frankly unstoppable. But I won't do that. I won't do it. I won't use force. All the United States is asking for is a place called Greenland.
Just let us have it, man. Come on,
it's
man.
very
Let
much
us have
like
it.
I could do it. Don't make me do it, guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could do it. I could do it.
Then he threatened tariffs on 10 countries.
Yeah, they're all NATO allies.
But then what I understand, they came to an agreement.
So those were the guys that sent troops to Greenland, and he was like, "Oh, you motherfuckers want to play around? Okay, 10%
cool. tariff on everybody.
10% tariff on everything." And it was like, "Pack it up, man. The war's over." What was really great about that was because France sent one. They were the first to capitulate, put their guys back on aircraft, and get them out of there.
Okay, so when we were taxing them on American goods,
we just threatened it. We just threatened it. And then within 24 hours, they all went back. They were like, never mind.
So they had sent like an advon. For those that don't know, like when we get ready to deploy, we send a group of people to kind of like go into the sector first and get it ready for us. They had sent this advon of like a bunch of different troops. The UK had sent some people. Germany had sent some people. France had sent a lot of people. I think Denmark had sent some people. And we basically said, oh, wait, you guys want us to be ready for Russia. You won't fucking pay your part in NATO, and you won't let us do what we need to do to protect ourselves by having Greenland. Fine, fuck you. Tariffs. Everybody, tariffs. And they were like, oh, yeah, we're done.
Never mind.
My bad.
My bad.
So they're out. So now it's basically I kind of feel for the people that live in Greenland. They don't want to be Americans. I kind of don't blame them. You know,
have you been talking to Elizabeth Lane?
look, it's not about whether
I don't blame them.
I don't blame them, because if somebody was like,
Jimmy is
hey,
a anti-American supporter.
yeah, hey, American Samoa, we want you to be part of China now. And they're like, no, we want to be part of the United States. And, you know, I would be like, yeah, they should be allowed to pick who they want. That's how I feel about it.
We're going to see a bunch of little kids waving
Yeah.
American flags.
Man.
So,
But you would argue that's important for the safety of the world.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, here's the thing: is that America takes care of the entire fucking world.
Yep.
And when we need something like that to continue to take care of the world calls America a bad guy. It's kind of like, I mean, it's like your dad, America's dad. Hey, I need to do this in order to provide for my family, and your family's bitching at you. No, I don't want to do it. Like, no. It's I'm dad.
Yeah, like
in order to protect you and look out for you and do the things I need to do for you, I have to have Greenland.
It's sort of like your kid saying, Dad, I would really like you to get me a new Xbox. And you're like, cool, mow the grass. Well, no, I don't want to do that. Okay, fine. Then here's what I'm going to have to do. Like, you're going to have to stop getting so much of this other thing.
No cookies at lunch at school.
No. Okay, well then fuck you. You're not getting your goddamn Xbox.
Yep.
So
no fucking Warhammer for you, kid.
Yeah. Exactly. Dude, Warhammer's fucking expensive, bro. And that's what really, I mean, it's a protection racket where we are the ones getting exploited. So they want protection they want protection. They want us to provide it against a Russia, who they are the ones that have fucking created the strategic fucking adversarial conflict between us and Russia. They're very happy to let us send every bit of fucking ordnance and stuff so that poor grunts can fucking die in trenches. Right now, there are guys dying in the trenches in fucking Ukraine, Russians that are getting killed by American missiles and American bombs and American artillery that we gave them. And they're happy to let us do that. But when we were like, hey, could we please put some more shit in Greenland to protect ourselves? Yeah. Oh, no, you can't do that. Go fuck yourself. You know, you guys started this shit. I'm the one that has to fucking foot.
And that's where, like yesterday, I disagree with her. Like you just said, like we always are. When everything goes bad in the world, it's like, you got. What are you guys doing?
You got this.
You coming?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, we're gonna stay out. Oh, you guys are terrible. You're not getting involved.
You have the ability.
Then we go take care of Venezuela, and now we're terrible for going down there and taking. There's no win. It's just like your dad. There's no win for dad. Dad does it. You know, dad has to beat your ass because you're acting up. He's a bad guy. Dad gets you the Xbox, but he doesn't get you the Super X. But dad
has to cut funds. Yeah, there's not a lot of money coming.
Like you're still good, but you know, we couldn't get the extra chips this week, and dad's bad. So everybody's like, what are you guys doing? And then you go do it, and they're like, oh, what'd you do that for? And it's never the right answer.
What's even worse is that, like, a lot of these people in Europe will go, hey, the only time Article 5 has ever been initiated was during the global war on terror to go into Afghanistan. We all went. Okay. We all wore the patch in Afghanistan that said ISAF. The ISAF patch. So NATO went to Afghanistan with us. France was there. The UK was there. A lot of people were there. But the ISAF patch, which stood for International Security and Assistance Forces Afghanistan, we all just said it stands for I saw Americans fight. Because they didn't do shit.
Is there a statistic out there that shows the amount of troops every country sent for
I can pull that up.
Because I remember somebody saying, like, Australia, like, at one point in Iraq had 6 people. Like, just stay home, dude.
Yeah, well,
you're just trying to get on.
So that's a little different than Afghanistan, because Afghanistan was NATO. It was a NATO mission. Iraq was the coalition of the willing. Remember that? We're like, we're going to put together a coalition of the willing for this strategy that we're about to do. Like, okay. And it was pretty much just us in the UK over in Iraq. But like, and we gave the UK like the least hot sector. We gave them all the way down in Basra. Next to Kuwait.
Please handle this part.
Yeah. And not to say that they didn't have some problems. I'm not shitting on the UK guys, but like Basra was not as hot as, say, Sadr City or Ramadi or Fallujah or fucking Baghdad or any of those other places. So, I mean, I think there were a couple of UK units that really did some cool stuff in Afghanistan. And the best video I ever saw of the French ever fighting was their French Foreign Legion and they are literally like bayonet charging these fucking Taliban and like running past the spider hole, and like one guy throws a grenade and another guy throws a grenade.
Oh, like
Yeah.
real fighting.
Yeah, like, but that was their Foreign Legion. It wasn't the French. It was the Foreign Legion.
I'm earning my freedom, baby.
Yeah,
My citizenship.
So I mean, the Greenland is very, very important to the United States. It's important to to Europe in general. But these fucking Western Europeans are, dude, they have no fucking dog in this fight, and they have no skin in this game.
Europe is a lost cause to me. They have always been giant fucking pussies. They always have. And she's like, oh, Elizabeth was like, look at Europe. You're not the only ones with refugees. And Mike's like, yeah, they're fucking chopping people up in the streets.
Yeah, I saw a video yesterday. Fucking dude running around with a goddamn. He stabbed 2 kids in the fucking park and then ran around fucking stabbing.
like
in a stroller. He runs up to a fucking stroller and he's
The
like
only-
fucking stabbing kids. Everybody just people are jogging by. Nobody's fucking. It's like,
The
no
Poland,
guns anywhere. There's not
Yeah.
a fucking gun in sight. You can't stop him. And he's a fucking middle-aged, fucking Middle Eastern
fighter-age
middle-aged
male.
fucking male, dude. Stabbing
Fighting
people in a
age male.
fucking kid's park.
I'm sorry.
Like little kids are fucking swinging.
Yeah, it's so fucking.
That's great.
sad.
That sounds fucking great.
It's. I mean, again, the last 2 world wars started over you fucking Europeans.
Did you get vibes of yesterday's show that she could be, what do you call them people that are working for maybe another entity trying to convince, their sole job is to convince Americans to lose their pride?
I
If
think
there was 100,000 Elizabeth Lanes out there walking
we'd
around
be
our
in
country,
trouble.
Weak-minded people would be like, you're right.
No,
I
think,
don't
I
have
don't
American
think
pride.
she can do it with that delivery.
No, she's
Because you're gonna get the
the
southern
KG
conservatives
the
are
fucking-
like, fuck that bitch.
The KGB probably called her and was like,
So-
that was bad. You
Yeah.
need to redo your fucking approach.
I'm
You
I
just-
would say that she is a very much a product of that Western European mindset.
Yeah.
And so even though she is here in the United States, she's not stupid. She knows what side bread is buttered on, man. She knows that she's got a good
to
deal here.
Again, go back.
I've
to
never heard that term before.
Suggesting that was pretty good. What side the bread? I just know what side it is because
Son,
it's wet.
you know what side bread
That's
is
a
buttered
Southern
on.
thing, man.
Don't fuck with me.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't look a
suggest
gift
that
horse in
people-
the mouth.
So like she lives here now. She loves America because of the opportunity, right?
No, she won't admit that.
Well, she likes it because of the opportunity she's been given.
No.
What was it?
She likes it because her friends aren't as close.
Okay, that's why.
But
Yeah,
we're just like,
How's about you pick
Years.
another one?
She
Next
could-
one, pick another one.
She suggests everybody quits the military. Guess what? Americans fucked it. Like you're asking for guys to stop protecting what you want to do. You want to be here, right? She wants to be here. She doesn't like it, but then just everybody
The
quit the
argument
military. Don't go
is-
fight for your country.
the
And then, well,
argument is
we're not going to have a country for you to like or dislike anymore.
it was a specious argument. It was completely
There it
specious.
is.
I've used-
Species. I know.
it's
It's
a
a
re-
redo. It's a
reuse.
redo, but
It's
it's a
a
good
used
one.
word.
It's a good one.
Yeah,
Still pay for it.
yeah. It's so the thing is that, you know, and you said like, hey, I joined for this reason, and I joined for relatively the same reasons. Like I wanted to be a soldier like my dad, and I wanted to do that. And then by the time we were deep into the GWAT, it was like, I can't get out. All my buddies are going back to Iraq. I can't get out. I felt guilty.
She was
about
basically
not-
suggesting like our whole government's fucking crooked, so all military guys should just stop supporting.
okay.
it,
Yeah.
which
Now
is
that's
what she was saying.
unconstitutional.
It's really what she was saying.
I mean,
Yeah.
like that. That's completely
Because
against
at the
oath of
core,
enlistment.
even if some of it is bad, she's not looking at. She refuses to look at any of the good, which is we do protect immigrants when they come here legal. We do protect people. There are programs for people that people get help in the United States. It's still the greatest country in the world. She refuses to talk
It's-
about that, and there are flaws. But if you don't like it, like I said, go to fucking.
You're the only
Russia.
one. America's the only one that says that. Like, yeah, because we're fucking America.
Correct.
Get the fuck out.
I don't know if Mike, I think, got it. I was like, tell me in moon landing units.
Yeah, yeah.
And he was-
yeah.
That was like the only time
But
like
it was
was like, yeah, moon landing.
I hate to sound so stupid and so like, well, if you don't like it, get out because it's overused. But that's the case. Like it's so bad. Why are we having an immigration issue where everybody came and now it sucks and they can't go back? Okay, well we have a whole fucking government entity
Yeah.
trying to take them all back.
We're trying to help.
We're paying them to go back. Here's a fucking check.
I mean,
Go back.
if Georgia the state had a war with Georgia the country,
Georgia, the state would win.
Georgia, I mean, the fucking Georgia football team would win.
The fucking Atlanta would win. The rappers in Atlanta would win.
Yeah, dude, ATL ain't no joke. Being a cop.
Pride Assassin says fighting aged males are cowards, not refugees. Yeah.
I mean, first of all, my biggest issue with all of that is when you see these people groups moving into Western Europe and you look and it's like, they ain't a fucking kid and there ain't a woman in sight. It's all fucking fighting age males. It's like, what the fuck are you guys run? Where did you know what happened? You know exactly what happened. They fucking left their women and kids behind and they fucking got themselves out because the vast majority of them, I've seen it personally. They don't give a fuck.
And then get on there, comment negative about your government. They come to your fucking house and fucking ask you why you wrote that on Facebook and throw you in fucking jail. But it's great. It's great over there.
I want you guys to just do a thought experiment with me.
Oh, boy.
Do you think that we could go over to Israel right now and tell them that they shouldn't have Jewish stuff in their schools?
Yeah.
And that they need to be inclusive of Christianity and Islam.
No, you'd be toast.
You'd be fucking done. But they could do it to us? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah.
That's a great point, Jimmy.
Go anywhere.
Yeah.
Go to Russia. Go to Russia. Go to Russia and tell them, hey, you guys are doing this all wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing it all wrong.
You're I mean, like, you will be like, you think we got jump out boys in the United States. FSB is not a group to fuck around.
Almost there. The break. But everybody keeps talking about this San Jose. I got the video. You want to watch it real quick?
Yeah.
Before the break. Bring that video up. This is in San Jose. This is one way to end a gunfight. One officer was shot and injured. He's okay, I believe, but this is how it ended. There's your suspect. Get ready. Suspect is in the right, and your suspect is no longer there. He is no longer there. Suspect is no longer there. He tried to hit the police vehicle with his body. He tried to hit the police vehicle with his body, so they had to shoot him again.
The attack. You can put it down there. You can't hear it.
No. So
he
that's,
attacked my front bumper with his limp body.
So he got shot, hit, shot some more. That was a Grady judge.
Dude, that sounded like a real gunfight. I mean, that was pop, 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 pop. I'm like, damn.
Except it was all one-sided.
Yeah. Like, there's no return fire.
What city was that in?
San Jose.
Woo!
Yeah.
California still got it, baby.
Yeah, they ain't fucking around. Don't fuck with one of their cops. They will run your ass over. It's almost as bad.
I saw like 4 comments about it, so I downloaded that real quick and got that in. Everybody's talking about that.
It's almost as bad as fucking getting killed with the fucking EOD robot.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
I remember that. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be back
with Dominic Izzo.
We will be back with Dominic Izzo.
Over a century ago in 1910, the Flexner Report, funded by John D. Rockefeller and the Carnegie Foundation, re-engineered medical education from a holistic, whole-body approach, which appropriately treated the body as an interconnected system, to a compartmentalized approach under the guise of specialized medicine. They shut down or consolidated medical schools, marginalized naturopathic, homeopathic, and chiropractic medicine, replacing them with symptom management and synthetic drugs. Allopathy is a marketing strategy rooted in fear and manipulated science. This philosophy carried into veterinary medicine, resulting in over-vaccination, unnecessary surgeries, and manufactured food, just like they did for people. They call it care, but it's predatory and based in profitability. The truth? Toxicity, compromised immunity, and chronic inflammation. They're not fate. They're engineered. And so is your power to undo them. We built 3 targeted formulas to return the body to homeostasis, for pets and people. To detox, defend, and restore. We are the correction to decades of corruption. We are vengeance.
And we're back. All right, guys. It's second hour, so you know what time it is, right? It's Flatline Fiber Code time. Look, guys, I say it all the time. If you've got stuff that you need to put on your fighting kit, you need to go to Flatline Fiber Company. They've been doing this since 2019. There's a lot of units, SWAT units, high high-level military units, law enforcement agencies, civilian shooters all over the globe that are using their stuff. All right, it's made in America. It's got a lifetime warranty. They got rifle slings, IFAKs, dump pouches, all that shit. If you need to put it on your fighting kit, go to Flatline Fiber Company. Use the code Antihero15. Save yourself 15%. It's flatlinefiberco.com. And I'm going to keep going until Mike.
We're ready. Don't forget Violent Provisions, veteran and law enforcement owned apparel company for the silent professionals. High quality hoodies, shirts, stickers. Go to violentprovisions.com. Use code Antihero to get 15% off your order. They just had a massive drop this week, so all their new swag is out. And Goon Tape, who supports the entire network, by the way. Go to goontape.com. If you're a tactical athlete looking for an edge, try some moisture activated Goon Tape. It's made from ultra strong blend of natural and synthetic fibers. We're talking like hockey tape, but way better. You can use it on your pull-up bar, use it on your gun. Jimmy's got it on his gun. Use it on your rail. Use it for the dollar menu in the bedroom. You can use it for just about anything. Soft tape for rough work.
That would
Go to www.goontape.com. Made in America. Raid responsibly.
Yeah, raid responsibly. All right. So
Don't use it in bed. I don't.
You could.
With how?
is Dominic is here.
Dominic.
Arms behind the back.
Dominic. So I don't know what it is, but he still rubs people the wrong way. We got somebody in our DMs that was so mad at Dom, and I sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh, here's what happened." And
Oh yeah, it's always what happened. We talked about last night too. Bring him in. Bring him in. Bring him in.
What up?
The man, the myth.
Yeah, so that's right, Dominic, man, fuckers.
Dominic.
You guys call me Dom. Nobody else does.
I think Dom's
It's kind of like it's kind of like that.
It is, and I had actually somebody who was in my YouTube comments last night, and he's from Italy, and his name is Domenic, and he goes, "My name's Dominic too." He goes, "But it's rubs me the wrong way when somebody thinks they know me enough to call me Dom." It's like, that's all it is. It's personal. It's like if you're a friend of mine, you get to call me Dom.
Yeah. Yeah, I never got that. I was James until I joined the army. And
I thought you were going to talk about Dominic yelling at you last night.
He did yell at me last night. He goes, "It's Dominic, God damn it!"
I had to do
My favorite
Dominic before. That's why, and then you comment. It was perfect.
My favorite Dominic crash out was when Reagan was commenting conduct unbecoming in the comments. And he was one of our guys, and you didn't know it, and you fucking went nuts. You can go back to roasting him because
he's
all now. But
if I knew who he was, and he's busting,
we were just sitting there look at each other like, "This is great, this is great," because we roast each other like that anyway. So it was just perfect that you didn't know it was him, and you gave him the full Dominic treatment. Yeah. So I wanted to bring you in to talk about what our topic was about Uvalde. Uvalde, and as Steve, who everybody shits on, says, self-proclaimed heroes have no duty to act. And the Uvalde cop that did not act was found not guilty. What is your thoughts on that?
I don't understand why it's a big deal. Number one, did I hear correctly that he was off duty at the time?
I believe.
Wait, is it a school resource officer?
I don't know. I saw comments stated that the cop who actually was found not guilty was off duty at the time, and he went to school to go check on his kid.
Let me make sure. Let you guys talk while I looked at it.
Why was he picked out of all the other 60 cops?
I don't know. That's a question.
Maybe they thought they were going to get some kind of easy slam dunk.
No.
What was the charge?
Gonzalez was among the first officers to respond to the mass shooting, so it doesn't say anything about off duty.
Well,
he did not follow his training and endangered the 19 students who died and the additional 10 survivors. Lawyers for Gonzalez, who pleaded not guilty, argued he was unfairly blamed for a broad law enforcement failure.
That is true.
Which I agree. Because Scott Peterson was one-on-one. He was the only one there when the one happened down south. Obviously, a lot of people failed. I don't know why he was selected, but it does go back to something that my wife says a lot, which pisses a lot of cops off, is a lot of people off. The Supreme Court has ruled we have no duty to do anything. You cannot be criminally charged for refusing to go. I don't care how many people are dying in there. I'm not going in. There's policy that says you have to by your agency, but the Supreme Court has ruled cops do not have to do anything.
That's crazy.
Why was command staff not held accountable?
That's what I. Yeah, that's.
You ever see Band of Brothers?
Yeah.
Was it was it Dyke or not Dyke? Whoever the one it was, they were storming one of the farmhouses and the
Yes, that's Lieutenant Dyke.
Well, no, so I guess the two that was actually inaccurate. So can you imagine and he was shot? The real story is that I guess Dyke was shot, and then that's why he wound up frozen up. But then, for Hollywood intents and purposes, you have to make him sound like a coward, so your family goes down in history off of that. But why is it that you got command staff who we know is inept? You probably had, and I've said this a million times, the Uvalde shooting, the problem I have with it is that everybody lied saying cops didn't go in for 45 minutes into the school. That was a lie. They went in within less than 3 minutes entry in. Once in there, now I had rapid deployment training, which we started to get after Columbine was a thing. And we used to train that a couple times a year. And it was, for those who don't understand rapid deployment, and I'm sure it's changed since then, you had the diamond formation with 4 guys. We went all the way down to 2 guys back to back going up and down hallways. So it was, you do not wait, you go in, you assess a threat, you shoot it. That was it. And it was designed for the weakest link possible. So even your biggest stupid cops who don't train, they could deploy some type of tactics to address a threat. Well, if that's the case, and you got a bunch of guys who are ready to go, what is command staff waiting for so long? I think that the command staff and the chief should have been criminally charged, because ultimately speaking, well, you're putting the cops for failure, right? And I always talk about how these cops, like in Minnesota, they're standing down and they're obeying, in my opinion, some real shitty, unlawful orders. Go and protect your town. So my hypocrisy doesn't stop there, because if you have cops who are, hey, we hear gunshots in the other room, let's fucking go. Well, now all of a sudden, if you got 20 guys in the hallway and 2 decide to go, now what are the other 18 gonna follow suit, or are they gonna be putting themselves into further harm's way because now there's 2 more cops that are shot? We have to triage and focus on them. It was a shit show from start to finish.
Yeah,
and I think that the onus and the criminal charges need to have been brought on command staff, because either you act or say we fucked up and it was our fault.
Yeah. And I said all along, it's no command staff is ever held accountable. The sheriff lost his job in Stoneman Douglas. They brought in the worst sheriff in history, Greg Toney, who just lost Deerfield Beach. They voted to remove themselves from Broward County, but he took the hit, but he just got removed. But still, people start getting arrested and charged with these things. Nothing's going to change.
They had a school police department for that Uvalde, right? They had like a police agency for the schools, and I remember, if I remember correctly, the chief of that school police agency was on scene and still made no decision.
Correct.
Look at the one I put a video up a couple months ago, and I don't feel bad for it. It was a female SRO who was severely overweight, and I kind of tried to be a little bit hey, I'm fat too, let's do this. But these are the SROs, right? The joke has always been SRO is where you go to retire on duty. So you want the cushy job. So I don't care. And Mike and I talked about this yesterday on Copville, which is, it doesn't matter what the policy is, what the training is. Who are you putting in place to execute that policy and that training? So what if you had a bunch of female, inept, weak, beta male cops who literally, when it comes time to pull the trigger, they're shitting their pants? I don't care how much policy and training you put into play. It's just not going to happen.
My biggest reflection on this is where we talk about we can't bully anymore, we can't tell the truth anymore. I was a supervisor, road patrol sergeant, right after Uvalde happened, and obviously that became everybody's talking school shooting. So I went into my briefing and my shift. I looked at them and I said, the rah-rah, what would everybody do? Every one of them would have charged down the hall. And I looked at these fucking guys and I'm like, none of you would fucking do that. You're fat. You're out of shape. You don't train. You're not ready for it. But everybody's standard answer is what they would do. But they never prepare or even let it go through their mind that they might happen. And we can't say that. I can't, as a sergeant in front of roll call, go, no, you're all a bunch of fucking morons. You're fat. You don't train. You don't go to the gym. But that day, you're just going to figure it all out. And you're going to run down the hallway.
Let me push back on you, Mike. What does training and going to the gym have anything to do with heart
training?
Courage?
Remember the training part is shooting.
But we just talked about it. Doesn't matter if you're the fucking janitor with a 6-shooter. You go in there, you have the heart to stop it.
Correct.
You don't need training. You don't need BJJ.
Then why did those 19 or how many cops that Steve's got?
Do you know how many of those motherfuckers probably went through training?
Yeah, but none of them went.
Because they don't have the heart.
Because training, to me, if you can go, like me and Gravy talked about this on my episode that came out yesterday, Michael DeGrave, if your mindset, Dom trains, goes to the gym. When your mindset is to go suffer on your own and put yourself through self-inflicted pain and suffering in the gym and working out, in my opinion, you're more likely to understand that mission has to go down. That has to happen. I have to go do this. And by training and being physically fit and pushing yourself and running and benching and doing all those things, jiu-jitsu, all those things challenge yourself to go, I've been beating the shit out of myself for 7 years. Oh my God, I got to go down this hallway and fucking save some people.
Out of the stretches I've seen you stretch, that's the biggest stretch of all.
Yeah, you're right. A fat motherfucker that sits around and never does anything.
Lewis could have a fucking gun, and I could hand it to him and be like, "This is how it works. Go stop that shooter," and he could do it.
No, he's not doing it.
Lewis, would you do it?
10,000.
Of course he is. He doesn't even know the fucking recoil of the gun. He's never practiced.
He might go beat the shit out of that guy.
But what I'm saying is
Hit him with a Rubik's Cube.
if the mindset is not there to go do it, and you've never, okay, take all that out of it. You don't have to train. Have you ever thought about doing it? Has it really crossed your mind?
That's the point.
Have you really
Right
crossed
there.
your mind? Like, I may have to do it. I may have to do this.
Yeah,
That
I used to daydream about doing it.
Yeah, I mean, like that's the thing is that, like, I mean, when you actually have to go have a gunfight with, first of all, having a gunfight is scary. Having a gunfight at 3 feet is exceptionally scary.
Yeah,
Especially when you're like, I know that there's a fucking bad guy in there.
well, and this is from a study or analytics or whatever. I've never stopped a school shooter, never been a part of any type of thing like that. But they're there to take as many innocent victims as possible, and as soon as they see a force that can challenge them, they are going to either run or self-terminate immediately. They're not trying to get into a gun battle with you like they just robbed a bank, like you're about to take their freedom.
This ain't heat.
Yeah, they are going to kill as many innocents closest to fucking God as possible before they take themselves out.
Yeah. But your argument about Lewis, to go back to that, is you had 200 cops and not one of them.
I want Dom's take on my theory.
No,
Okay,
go ahead.
I've said this a lot, and it doesn't make it right, but cop culture is so toxic that there was 60 dudes there all trying to be beta leaders, not an actual leader. No one was like, fuck this, I'm going. They all wanted to be like, I'm in charge, but I'm also waiting for someone to make a decision. So when the tail end of 60 starts showing up, let's say the last 30, you kind of assume the other 30 are doing something, and you can't be that guy that goes, what's going on? Yep, I'm some random guy from some Podunk County. I'm going to start running this operation. You typically can't do that because you have to trust that the police force has the ability to get together and stop this or have a plan. And so that's why it was just starting to stack up, and it took someone kind of like almost special, like Bortak, to go in there and be like, well, we don't have to listen to any of you. Debrief us real quick.
You know that every department has that, right? Every department has, if it's 60 guys, there were probably at least 5 guys on that department who their entire career always train. They come into roll call with their boots shined, sleeves tailored, uniform. And they're company man. What are you working out for today? And they've been beaten their entire fucking career. Even command staff doesn't promote him, doesn't take him seriously. Oh, Tackleberry's here. And the one day that they were fucking needed, they're either not there or they're told to stand down. They got to follow orders from somebody who was promoted over them. Those guys are the ones that actually my heart breaks for, who could have fucking taken care of business. But now they got to get lumped into the cowards of Uvalde, and we don't ever talk about them. So that's the one thing that everybody overshadows. All these guys didn't go in. Cop culture is so toxic. I can guarantee you that department had a handful of guys who took their job seriously. Yeah. They were ready for something to happen, but they were just not able to go and do their job.
Here's my question, right? How long would it take for command staff to get up out of their desks, put their fucking coffee and donuts down, and get to the fucking set?
It's like asking for SWAT.
That's where I get where Tyler, like, I get what you're saying, but I don't want to use this scenario because it's a horrible one. But let's just in the hypothetical world, Johnny is driving and it's his kid's school, and he's a civilian. And he hears there's a school shooting at his kid's school. He gets there and sees what happens at Uvalde. Do you think that guy's going into that fucking school to get his kid with a gun? Absolutely.
Now,
so somebody, but no, either way, your son. This isn't just a random school shooting because Johnny might keep driving, but like, hey, the cops must have that. I'm talking about you have a personal investment. When we become cops, our personal investment should be that those kids are ours. Those are our kids. The most we've all talked about it. The most precious thing on our earth is our children, to raise them right and protect them. It doesn't fucking matter at that moment. They are all your kids. You have to go. You have to go. You have to go.
Here's my take on this. You force my kids into that school. You tell me I have to put
by
kids
law.
by law.
Yeah.
Then you are responsible
1
for
billion
protecting
%.
And Dom nailed it. Dominic nailed it with the toxic part. And
Yeah.
we do sound like mean girls when we say it's toxic. The toxicity runs when let's look at it like this: 30 people out on shift, couple different agencies, whatever. We're all on the same radio channel. And the one guy that's super confident and is the cool guy and everybody looks up to is just talking wrong, nonsense, gibberish, garbage, and he's wrong. And no one gets on the radio and goes, dude, you're wrong.
Yeah.
And they might go, yeah, dude, he was wrong. But no one wants to challenge him, because when you go, hey, that's wrong, and then you start getting attacked for speaking your opinion because you're not. And like I said, I sound like a high school girl. I get it. But there's guys that are chosen in police departments that can do no wrong. And they're like, as soon as they step up and go, I got this, you're like, damn, dude, it's going to get all fucked up. But it's usually a SWAT guy. No offense, but it is, because they are trained to take charge. And I've seen some SWAT guys take charge. And I'm like, that dude fucking fucks coconuts on his free time. Like, he's a retard. And so what happens is that
fuck a coconut, Dom?
How much lube is there?
but what happens is that you get something like that, and it takes pure courage to go, fuck all of you guys.
Yeah.
I am going in there to save kids.
Correct.
And then I'm telling you, if somebody would have done that, everybody would have followed.
Yes.
They're waiting for
I
somebody.
disagree with you. I disagree with you. 100% no, they wouldn't have followed. And it goes right back to what Mike was just saying about they're all our children. Sure, go ahead. And as a patrol officer, right? As a patrol officer, you're in roll call. I don't know what the department size was. You got 9 guys there, 15, 30, whatever. And make that speech. They're all our children. We owe them this, blah, 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 blah. You're going to get eyes rolled at you, and then you're going to be made a mockery of in your squad, in their squad cars later on.
Call you super cop.
And I want to go back to the
Oh
Dom's
my
point
God,
about
that super cop. Yeah, I heard that a ton.
the fitness. The fitness. Here's a great example about what Dom said about being squared away and being. I walk into a room in great shape, and I walk in and everybody's like, "Oh, here comes a steroid freak. Oh, there's Mike. He's a fucking musclehead." That's acceptable. If I walk into that room as
And
Mike and go, "Look at these fat, sloppy pieces of shit. You fat cunt. You couldn't get out of your own fuck." I'm fucking fired.
Yeah.
I'm fired, or I'm a ethics violation, or I've committed some fucking hate crime. They can make fun of me for being in good shape and doing my job and getting ready. If I walk in and call them a bunch of fat slobs, I'm gone.
It's called demonizing.
I'm gone.
Demonizing positivity.
I'm gone.
You're a bad guy for,
Yep. For being the squared away one. You're the fucking asshole.
I still think that at some point we should, if you are telling me that I have to be at a certain place.
Yeah, well, let's get your take on. Oh, go ahead, finish that. But I want your take.
If you're telling me that we have to send our children to this school, that means that you are responsible for protecting them, which means you better fucking go.
What's your take on the no duty to act as a civilian?
I think that there's a time and a place for that. Okay, so like we'll use the south side of St. Petersburg for example. There was a neighborhood in the south side of St. Petersburg where a couple of cops got shot and one security officer was killed. Right. The cops wouldn't go. The St. Pete cops would not go in there unless they had 2 units. Period. They didn't care what the fucking call was.
Understandable.
That's understandable.
Yeah, I agree.
I agree with that. That's very different than it's fucking 11 o'clock in the morning. The school is full with 700 fucking kids, and there's an active shooter there where the government told me I had to put them, and you're telling me you're not, dude. Like, you better be coming out of the squad car and like move to the sound of gunfire.
Yeah,
and move to the sound of the guns. And Dominic's right.
But cops don't want to hear that. Cops don't want to hear that.
But Dominic's right. It's like, hey, dude, why the fuck are we putting these guys who are like 2 years now? Look, I know a guy who's getting 2 years from retirement. He's a SRO. He's fucking squared away though. Yeah. But like, you need to be looking at these guys and going like, do you have the right mentality to go get into a gunfight?
Correct.
And I hate it. I think about how many guys were squeezed in that hallway and how many of them had never been in the school before. Mm-hmm. How many have no idea what the layout is, and how many of them had no plan because maybe the department was so small they really didn't have. And you know how training is, right? Well, once a year we're going to meet together for in-house training, and we're going to go over the plans of this school. That they don't do it. My heart fucking breaks for every cop who is in there back against the wall, and they've got their long guns out and they're waiting, and they can hear the gunshot, but they don't know where it's at, and they want to fucking move, but you still have to follow orders, and it sucks.
I don't think that knowing the layout of the school is it would be great to have, but I've cleared a lot.
Gotta go.
Sure, you do, right? And where's everybody else going if there's no plan of attack? Jimmy's going to walk down the hallway. He turned left. That's the last thing. Now all of a sudden you got a shit fucking storm because nobody trained. 30 of us. Well, there's a lot.
The way we're trained nowadays is Jimmy's shitstorm's Jimmy's shitstorm. If he took one in the throat and is bleeding out, we're moving over Jimmy.
Yeah, you fucking walk over my dead corpse.
Oh yeah. So then, that's another problem. Now you got Jimmy's family going, he was your brother. You let him bleed.
yeah. Well, I mean, first of all,
that's the point. So damned if you do, damned if you don't. I'm going to say that there's a percentage of the cops who are on Uvalde who were ready to go, took the job seriously, command staff and everybody else. And Uvalde should be killing themselves, meaning that internally they should be going, we got caught with our pants down because we were retired on duty. We didn't be fit. They should be a department that 10, 15 years from now, they are the glowing example of law enforcement in America because they were so held under a microscope of just the biggest level of embarrassment possible that they change. They need to clean house. But for every cop who was there and wanted to do something, my heart breaks.
Do we have anything about the guy who was telling them to stop, physically telling cops to stop? There's some video footage of a guy, I think with a captain, telling people to stop moving because the orders were to not go.
If you can find that, I have to push back a little bit on Dominic, and you know he knows I'm a fan, but like, dude, I've cleared a lot of rooms and I had no fucking idea what the layout was. No fucking idea at all. We'll come into a room and there's a fucking refrigerator on its side and there's a fucking couch. This is a deep clear over here. And it's me and two other guys. We don't need to fucking make a perfect plan. What we need to go is execute our plan violently, which is do your basics, clear the room, move to the next one, and continue to call up your position. That's it. Just keep it moving.
Here's the problem though. Were you trained?
I was very highly trained.
Yeah.
Do you think cops are as highly trained as you are?
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the problem. That's the problem.
There's the issue. It's not about it's rapid deployment, right? That was the thing. We didn't care. You go in, you clear as best as possible, and you move on.
That's a great point.
Now take SROs on. The whole thing about this has been training. So you could disagree with me all you want. The problem is you guys were fucking trained nonstop. Now you take that mentality, right? You want to go and be a cop. You go fill out an application. They hire you, and you bring that readiness mindset into a pool of 30, 35 fucking guys who look at you. Oh, here's Jimmy. What are you gonna do today, Jimmy?
Oh, War Jimmy.
What I don't want them to do, Dominic, is use the argument that I don't think you were trying to make, but I think you could make this argument. Is like, well, we have to have a plan before we go. No, we do not.
That's admin. There's the difference, right? You got your street cop who they could have had one day of training and it changes. Oh, I never thought about this. They are ready to go. Now, it doesn't matter. I've got 5, 10, 8 years on. Take my last department. When I left, they replaced me with 3 children. 7 years later, one of those kids who she didn't even complete field training and was released on her own, she's now the deputy chief. Why do you think she got that? Right? Can you imagine 2 years on, she's commander, and she's going to tell other senior officers who have 19, 20 something years, stand down. Well, that's your commanding officer. What are you going to fucking do?
And I'll say this, I'll throw this one out there, right? You ready for talk? What if I said to you, now you're the standard street cop, you're the cool guy, you're not Mike Tilks, but you found out that instead of going to 3-hour lunches, which I would never do this, by the way.
No.
But instead of going to 3-hour lunches, you found out homeboy on your squad who was new was going to all the schools and meeting the SRO and getting the layout just so he knew it in case.
Oh, I'll tell you
that poor motherfucker would be roasted.
No, it'll be even worse. When I went to day shift, this fucking happened to me. We had a middle school in our town. every morning, once a week, I would go in uniform, high five all the kids who were coming in, walk the halls once and leave just to familiarize myself. I got a memo from the deputy chief, addressed everybody very vaguely as a reminder that our presence inside the school disturbs the students and that the administration doesn't feel it's appropriate for police to be in the hallways at any time whatsoever. So what did I do? Fuck this, man. I'm not doing it again. Yeah. It happens. People have no idea how toxic and cancerous command staff is. That's why they're the problem.
Jimmy, when I said that, does that sound crazy? Does that sounds as a civilian something that a cop would do, right?
Look, we had this problem in the Army. Okay, if you were a guy who wanted to be in good shape and you wanted to get after it, you wanted to go to the schools, it's like, oh, fucking cheese stick. All right, dude, yeah, go ahead and volunteer for everything, bro. Yeah. Like, it's the same thing. I mean, it happens everywhere. All right. The difference, I think, is that when you're in the infantry, you kind of expect like, hey, my job is to go fucking locate, close with, and destroy. And that means that at some point, at some level, you have to put yourself, just by training it, in the, I might have to kill somebody one day and this is how I'm going to do it. The difference is that there are cops who have the same oh, he's the dude's cheese dick and oh, here he comes, fucking Geardo. But they don't ever put themselves in that position, that thought process. And if the game's on, the game's fucking on.
If you talk like that too much, I'll give you a perfect example. A really good dude, Peach from Guys on the Ground.
Yep. Yeah, Peach is fantastic.
Gets knocked all the time for being that guy that just is. I'd rather have him and pull him back a little bit and know that he's going to listen. You just have to know how to work him. He got a bad rap by a bunch of shitbirds at my agency that treated him like shit and made him the bad guy. He didn't deserve it, but he is. He's a fucking pit bull on a leash. But I want 20 pit bulls on leashes that I know I can do this with versus a fucking bunch of fucking poodles that I know we're gonna be ready on game day. No, you're never gonna be fucking ready. And if I say that, I'm a bad guy. I would rather have that guy that is a little high strung.
Yeah.
Just pulling them back. Hey man, back up.
Got a horse collar.
Easy a little bit, man. You know, you chase that car the other night. Just back it down a little bit. Just relax. You're talking about a lot of crazy, like, keep the conversation under control. But when I go, it's time to go. That motherfucker is going. There's no question in my mind.
That's the warrior in the garden thing. Think about it again.
I want him. I'm not the beta fucking cucks in charge can't handle his fucking vibe because they're so beta. They can't keep up with him. They can't compete with him, and they know it. So they call him the bad guy and suppress him instead of going, dude, that's the fucking guy right there.
It's worse than even that, in my opinion. And this is the outsider looking in. It is very much, and you see this in fitness. You see this in a lot of stuff.
I was just thinking that, Jimmy.
Is like,
instead of going, actually, I respect that, dude. I'm gonna go ask him how he does that.
I need to do a little bit more. Like, I may never get to that level, but that isn't a knock on me. Like, just because this guy's a superstar doesn't mean that I have to hate him.
So what you're now flowing into is insecurities.
That's
a lot of alpha dudes are insecure, and cops are 100% all insecure. There's no mindset of this, dude. I kind of want to be like my zone partner here. He's fucking 6 months in and he's smoking all of us and everything we should be good at. So I'm going to bounce on lunch with the boys. I'm going to go do what this kid's doing because he's right.
Nope. They're going to make fun of him, call him a piece of shit. He's a pussy. We got to do something about him.
Oh, you and your new boyfriend doing patrol together?
Yeah. You guys are actually doing the job. Holy fuck. What's wrong with you guys?
Now.
Yeah. Think about it. Toxic. I watched the entire leadership of the SWAT team turn into that. I watched the whole leader. It sucks, man. And they were emasculated by dudes who like did it for nothing other than wanting
love the game,
not to go to school.
SWAT's a problem because SWAT emasculates cops too as well. We have out here in the northwest suburbs of Chicago, it's called NIPUS, Northern Illinois Police Alarm Systems, and they were created after the Bulls' first win, right? Because you had all these Chicago not riots, but the celebration street. So they decided that since the northwest suburbs doesn't have SWATs like Chicago does, every agency puts in 2 or 3 guys so that if you get a call out in Arlington Heights, 100 cops are going to show up, 2 from every area department. And you've got NIPE or EST, and you got mobile field force. I was on mobile field force, which is the shields, batons, riot control, curbside arrests, all that shit. when you get a shooting, think about this for an example. You get 911 call. Oh my God, dad's in the house. He's drunk. He's shooting shit up. I can't tell you for how many people get promoted. And I'm going to say this. I'm not mocking him, making fun of him, but he's an example. The parachute Colorado guy. If he's a standard and we are now moving into celebrity status on social media, and because of their popularity, these cops are now being asked to teach in academies, they're being promoted. These are the decision makers. So now take all of us and you put us all back on duty, and then we are under the decision makers of people who have no clue what to do. What happens more frequently than people want to know is 911, dad's blowing everybody away in the house with the fucking shotgun. We get on scene ready to go. No, we have to stand down and call and wait for NIPUS or SWAT. Why is it that it's always when you get a circumstance that's high priority that it's stand down, wait for SWAT, stand down, wait for NIPUS? You are purposely dumbing down your patrol who should have the exact same ability. You want to get some more finer details on shit? Fine. But it's been my experience. 90% of the time you get a fucking hot call, stand down, wait for NIPUS, stand down, wait for SWAT.
You can't.
You
can't.
You guys have used the word toxic at least 5 times.
It's true.
But here's the problem. That word isn't actually strong enough. It gets overused. It's got no meaning anymore. It's not toxic. It's fucking deadly.
Or cowardice. It's cowardice. It's deadly. It is. No, it leads to death. And we had the whole argument. We talked about it. The job is dead. All that, the statements. And I am not. And Kenny got me. Kenny, I'm going to do an episode based on Kenny's reel where he talked about I did do a lot of cool things and I did enjoy my job. The problem is I kept my mouth shut and I was silenced and I didn't speak up during those 23 years. And it kind of all spilled out once I was able to go pop, just like, the pressure cooker finally blows and you're like, fuck it. Or when you don't pick up and your wife finally blows, you leave the shit around long enough to where she blows, not the good way. And it happened. I got out and I went and I try to control it enough to not sound like that guy, that old salty piece of shit. I did a lot of really good things. I did a lot of cool things. I loved I know Dom did. He loved his fucking job. The problem is we were so suppressed and had to keep our mouth shut for so long. When you finally get the opportunity to open up, you do. And then you realize you weren't the minority. You weren't the minority. Everybody felt that way. Just nobody would fucking say anything.
And here's how they handle
it. They're all in the fucking comments. It doesn't change. Every one of us has a story. When we decided to improve ourselves, the law better. You start doing more proactive shit, knocking down cars, going, they mock the shit out of you, and nothing changes. You leave the job. You want to improve it. Those same fucking coworkers that just shit all over you for trying to improve yourself have now become across the country of trolls in your comments. Cops do not want other cops to improve because it's like a fucking goddamn mirror being held up right in front of yourself saying, oh, I am fat. I don't know what I'm doing. Blah, 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 blah. It's not a toxic culture. It is the culture. Cops hate themselves. They hate other cops. They hate the jobs. But when it comes down time we need to celebrate because they've got the hardest job in the world. That's right. Blow me more, motherfucker.
Well, here's the deal. When you start speaking out and you are the guy in the briefings going, what? You're the guy on calls going, we're not doing it that way. We're not doing it this way. What are you labeled as?
Yeah. You're the fucking problem.
They're going to see and go, one of these cops is not like the others. They're going to start hitting you with discipline. They're going to start saying you have a bad attitude. They're going to start saying you're toxic to these guys. I'm like, no, I'm the only one saying this shit. We're all talking about it. So I say it. And then
I'm telling you, dude, I made a meme about it the other day and I posted it locally. I watched when I got promoted to sergeant, an entire detective division cook breakfast every morning. Come to work, set up a fucking omelet station and cook breakfast for an hour and a half. Dicing fucking onions and peppers while there's cases and shit. And I'm looking at this and I'm going, what the fuck is going on? And I was the fucking bad guy for speaking. One detective sergeant walks in fucking 2.5 hours late every day and leaves 2.5 early. I'm like, this is a problem. I said something about it. You can't say nothing about that. Like, what the fuck do you mean I can't? I know what it's like to be that guy. And when you get into command staff level and even as sergeant, as low as sergeant, you start to see this and you're going, and I'm not knocking prayer. I'm not knocking prayer. I know you guys are very religious, but there was a fucking prayer every Monday morning at like 8:30, 9 o'clock. And I'm trying to brief my guys on we're going to do a fucking U.S. Marshals warrant hit. And I'm like, hey, I need to use the room. we're having prayer in there. And I'm like, it's like one of those things you're not allowed to say bad, but you just had fucking all day Sunday. You just had Sunday
It's like going to church in boot camp.
I'm trying to fucking get shit done. And you're cooking breakfast and praying every morning.
Well, I will say
for
that
hours.
Detectives work on average 4 hours a day.
At
most.
There is a person there right now who got promoted, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the episode, but I looked at their time card once because I had access to their time card. I didn't see that motherfucker all day, any day. And I saw their time card once. They were getting 5 hours a night overtime for catching up on reports. And I'm like, I didn't see you all day. How the fuck did you not only not work and I didn't see you, but you got overtime for a whole paper and you can't say anything about it, Dom. You know that. You speak up, you're the fucking cocksucker.
That's why I'm not employed anymore. There's so many guys from my department that actually changed the way I policed, from the way that they actually dressed, took care of themselves, took it seriously. And in my head, because you can't say it out loud, I wish I was more like Tim. I wish I was like John. You can't say that to your fucking coworkers. It's like, okay, here we are. The 3-4 of us are all joking around, but these guys are actually doing the fucking job. I want to be like them. The more you do that, not only do your coworkers just kind of turn their back on them, this and that, but it's like one of my closest friends who was a cop, Ken, was the most intelligent fucking cop I have ever met in my life. Man, you could never, I would never argue with him. I would be smoked 7 ways from fucking Sunday still to this day. He was the biggest thorn in command staff side because he was always right. The guy caught 14 fucking criminal felony charges for allegedly fraudulently using a gas card, which command staff was doing, only to have him come out and then the charges were dropped. The point being is you become a threat to command staff. They will find a way to get rid of you the more you want to improve yourself as a cop.
So I was listening to you guys and I had this, something was sticking in my head, and then I realized that this has been going on so long. It's actually in Greek mythology. This thing that you guys are talking about right now, it's called tall poppy syndrome. Okay. Basically, here's the Greek story. A king sends his messenger to go talk to a tyrant. And it's like, hey, figure out how this guy's doing what he's doing, because I want to fucking copy that. And so messenger goes, talks to the tyrant. Tyrant doesn't say shit to him, walks him out into the middle of the field where there's a bunch of poppies growing, and he just starts cutting the heads off of all the tall ones. All the tall ones. He just starts cutting them off. And then he walks them back. Guy gets on the ship, goes back, and he goes, King, I don't know what he's talking about. He just walked out here and just cut the heads off of all the tall poppies. And he goes, I know exactly what he's doing. He is getting rid of all of the ones that raise above everybody else, so that everybody stays at the same level, so that the tyrant, has control. Yeah. And that's what command staff is doing to you guys. And it's so old. It's in Greek mythology, 400 years before the birth of Christ.
It ain't broke, don't fix it.
The last thing I'm going to say about how sick I was as a cop and how stupid I was at one point. And everybody talks about, oh, you don't miss your kids this, you don't miss your kids. I had meniscus surgery without telling the agency on a Friday and came back to work Monday because I loved the fucking job. To go to Kenny's Reel, I loved it so much at that point in my career. I didn't want to miss a fucking day, not even a day to get surgery. Surgery on Friday, back to work Monday, limped around, didn't tell a soul, just fucking sucked it up because I was a detective. I wanted to solve cases and I wanted to do the job right. That's the sickness and the level of fucking commitment I had at one point in my career to that fucking place.
Crap.
True story. 1,000%. I give you the dates. You want to debunk me? I always say it out loud. You ever want to challenge me? I had meniscus surgery on Friday, came back to work on Monday.
I believe you, because there's, there were plenty of guys that I saw in the Army that they fucking loved deploying.
I fucking loved it.
They loved going on deployment. They wanted to go. They would do anything to go, and because they just were fucking war junkies, man. It's the dopamine.
Yeah, and I know Dom loved it, and people shit on Dom. I know Dom loved being a cop. I know you did.
And it's heartbreaking beyond belief when you have that mindset and your heart is in it, and you do. I didn't want to go to holiday family functions. I had more fun at work. I didn't want to go home. Girlfriend gets neglected. I don't care. I want to go home at work. How many times it was an addiction, worse than the cell phones, where I used to drive home in my personal car with my radio still on. Yep. And there were times I live 40 minutes away, and it was probably about 30-minute mark where I couldn't get the radio signal anymore. There were several times you hear shots fired. I'm in my fucking Camry turning around. I'm like, what am I doing? But they beat that out of you. They beat that out of you, and it breaks you so much. So when people are like, you got fired, you get disciplined, you get that, it's like, and you're bitter. No, I'm not bitter. There are no words to describe how painful it is when you put everything you are into that job and they just completely kick you away like you're the fucking prostitute and they didn't even wear a fucking condom.
The biggest it is, and that's why we see it. That's why guys, our suicide rate is insane. That's what happened. And I always say it. It's not the calls that do it. It's what you just said, what we've been talking about. It's that moment of like, I fucking did all this for these people and they did this to me and I have nothing now because all I did was want to do the right thing and I was the bad guy for doing the right thing. And that's where guys go home and end it. It's not because they saw the bag crashed. It's not because it's not.
Oh, we love that shit. We loved it. I say it to everybody. It's like, I know somebody's got my badge number now. And it's like, I poured all that in. Yep. And my badge number went on. It's like shit.
I never thought about that. Shit, I didn't think about it. I'm sure somebody has mine. And I didn't think about
where's my badge number? And it's like, and then I'm not gonna lie, that fucking hurts.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, so what? The job doesn't fucking care about you at all.
Nope.
All right, well, we'll wrap up the show. Dominic, thank you so much for coming on and giving your input. As always, it is just as much informative as it is controversial. And that's why we love having you on the show. You're a great friend. You're a great colleague. And you are a real motherfucker. And a lot of people are starting to see that.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
Dominic's a real one.
Thanks, Jimmy. I love you, man.
Appreciate it, Dom. We'll see you
later.
Yep.
Dude, I mean, there's so much to fucking
peel that back. Peel all that back. All the hate that guy gets. Peel it all back. And he says crazy dumb shit.
I said before,
he disagree so much. People would know, Dylan Mike's a fucking dumb guy. I have no people at my age that don't follow him anymore because I'm associated with him. Fuck you. When you peel it all back, I'd want to walk in any door with that dude.
Yeah.
I don't care what his belief is, how fucked up I think his ice take is, how wrong I think he is on something. I don't care.
Dom's the type of guy that if you went, fuck, I just smoked the wrong person. He throws the fucking burner gun.
He's like, there it is. Yeah,
that's all.
That's the
You're
thing.
not supposed to talk about that. You're not supposed to talk about that.
I'm just saying, that's the type of guy he is.
Yeah, you're like, hey, Dom.
It's an analogy.
Like he's the guy in fucking the grip.
That's the dude you want when like he's outspoken. He says a lot of crazy shit, but like if the shit goes down, like you don't have to worry about if he's following you.
When you watch the movie, The Rip,
I
want you to remember the scene in the house. Where there's a flash and lighting in a house, and it's going to not make sense when it first happens, but when they replay that scene in that house, and the two guys have that conversation, that's Dom, Tyler, that's us.
Yeah,
and I want you to think about that when you watch that movie, because that's the guy.
Yeah,
that's the guy that would do that for you and be like, oh, okay.
And people, and you're right. People that aren't cops in here, that is an analogous point that I'm making is that cops think this way when a mistake happens. The mindset, I've never accidentally shot somebody. I'm just saying that when that shit happens, the mindset is, well, he's probably a bad dude if he was in a bad house, wrong place, wrong time. I got your back.
Yeah, and that's a very extreme example you gave. But the other times where there are those scenes when you're like, fuck, and the dude walks up and goes, hey, bro, this sucked. Let's get this done.
It's a brother.
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah. That's the very few. So there is a brotherhood, but it's very, when I say there isn't, there is, but it's so minute that it's not the example that everybody thinks it is. It is very just like you guys overseas. There's the platoon, and then there's the company. Then there's like two dudes when you just look at him and he looks at you and you're like, and you go and you already know all that stuff. Hey, you know what's going to happen. You know what you're going to do.
We're going.
Yeah, and you don't have to say it. You just look at the dude and you're like, let's do it. And that's like Christian Matheson, one of my best friends. Like we were on calls and it was like, you just look at them and bad calls, dead people. You're like, fuck. And you just look at him. You're like, yeah, like, I know what I got to do. I got to go notify this fucking family in the other room. Like, I knew he wasn't going to do it, but we had that understanding. I'm like, he looks at me. He's like, this sucks for you. I'm like, yeah, I know. And I'm like, but you're the one that crawled through the window and found the dead guy and unlocked the door for me. I'll take care of it. Like you went and saw the really nasty shit. That's your version of it. Now I'll go tell him, hey, sorry, Dad's dead in the recliner in the house. We had a call almost identical to that. And that's where I associate it with is like, I did not want to crawl through that window and go find the guy. I knew he was dead in there and I didn't want it. So I fucking help him through the fucking window. He goes, he comes back out and he just looks at me, puts his flashlight in his pocket and he walks to his truck and he gives me a look and I'm like, I got the rest of it. He gets in the car and he drives away. And I go, hey, sorry for you guys.
Dude,
he actually did it once. We make fun of him. He walked up to a family and he goes, I got some bad news for you. And there's an old wrestler called Bad News Barrett, and he would come out on WWE with the bad news fucking thing. And I looked at him. I'm like, you're never giving a death notification again. You never start it with, I got some bad news for you. I'm like, get out of here.
Dude, I mean, first of all, giving bad news is like that is, I mean, there's no fucking school for that.
There isn't. It
Dude,
sucks.
It's like, I mean, what do you say? Like, hey,
Not that.
so like, I mean, like, I'll give you guys an example that happened for me. Is like, so my sister, when my stepdad died, my sister called me up. I was in the gym and I got a call from all three of my sisters within 5 minutes.
That's bad.
And I was
that's
like,
not good.
This ain't good.
No.
And so I called the last one back. It was my sister Abigail, and I was like, hey Abby, what's up? She goes, Jimmy, are you sitting down? I was like, Abby, I don't need to fucking sit
don't
down.
do that to me.
Just fucking give me, tell me what's up. Kind of already know what this is about. He's either almost dead or dead. Which one is it? He's dead. Okay. And my first response was, well, I'm not raising him from the dead. I'm going to finish my workout, and then I will.
That's a
get
good
up
response. That's something my wife would say.
there. Yeah,
They think she's crazy, but what are you gonna do?
What am I, Jesus Christ? I'm gonna fucking raise him up? Like, no, he's gone.
And that me and my daughter, I joke with one of my daughters, Lindsay, that we have an understanding. We text all day, but don't fucking call me ever unless that's it. Like, she has not called me. Last time she called me, her dog died, and I feel terrible. The phone rang. I looked at it. It was 10 o'clock. I looked at the phone, and Lindsay, no, she can text me like, Dad, hey, everything's cool. I'm gonna call you. And I have the same relationship with her. If I call her, well, I'll do it.
Sit down.
We'll do it. We'll do it later. We'll do it night shift tonight. I'll call her randomly.
The other side of the phone
she'll
call
be like,
sit down.
what the fuck? So I always have a deal with her because we're both the same level of fucking unfunctional anxiety.
You want to have a phone conversation with Mike? You're Mike. All right. No, I'm going to be Mike. You call me, okay?
Oh, you got to do the whole thing.
Yeah. Bring, bring.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I wanted to talk to you. You got about 5 minutes?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hey, brother. I had this conversation about this particular law enforcement agency.
Get down! Shut up! Shut up!
Oh, my fucking dogs, man.
I'm sorry. It was good. It do be
I
like
love
that.
those dogs.
It do be like that, and it's always like, yeah.
All right. Yep, and then you get that. Then you get the rush. Once Mike sees the end of that conversation, it's a sprint, and it's like, almost drop your phone.
Either that, or it's like, all right, bye, Mike. You give him something, and you give him something. You know he's gonna have to fire it back at you, and he talks really fast.
Yeah,
Does the shit get done? Does it get handled? Does it get handled?
Now, Justin's right. If you call him while he's driving,
Oh yeah, I'm good.
you're good.
Yeah, you never call me when I'm driving.
Yeah, if you call him while he's driving, you got time.
I ask him out of reaction. I don't even mean to do it. When he answers the phone and goes, "Yeah," I'm like, "Hey, are you busy? Like, do you?"
That's just me. That's just that's all you're. That's it. I can't.
Am I bothering you?
No,
Right?
You feel it. You're like,
I will talk to you for 12 hours. It's just in my head. It's like, yeah. It's just.
But you're the same as me. Guys don't need to be fucking sitting there talking to each other.
I don't.
We all come from the same cloth. You're gay if you talk to another dude on the phone for more than 4.5 minutes.
Yeah,
You might as well go suck his dick.
I mean, well, unless it's my dad. Me and my dad have long conversations.
But to be fair, I answer that phone the same way for everybody.
You do.
I do. Even my wife. I'm like, yo, what's up? Like, because here's a great example of it. I'm driving home Monday. I get off the interstate and I turn. I see my wife's patrol car in a very strange place, empty, right by the interstate. And there's a bunch of hotels, and I'm like, that's fucked up. Like, is she okay? So I'm like, hey, are you good? And she's like, yeah, why? And I'm like, the same thing. Like, yeah, why? I'm like, no, I just saw your car. She's like, who called you? And I'm like, nobody fucking called me. I'm like, and she's the same way. That's how I am. When you guys call me, I'm like, is everything okay? All right, what? Yeah, give it to me.
I'm trying to out anxiety
But it
your
was like,
anxiety.
yes, that's what. And then you got me and her. Imagine me and her together. And I'm like, no, I'm good. She's like, she called. Yo, what are you asking for? And I'm like, bro, are you good? She's like, yeah, this
Fucking forget it.
No, but some crazy shit just happened. So I understand that she's in the middle of some crazy shit. But I'm like,
You're being a spouse.
did my wife get fucking murdered? Do I need to? I got 2 guns in the car. Do I need to come back and save you?
I've got 23 free hours of the day.
And I'm like,
I gotta worry.
But imagine that. I got off the interstate. I turn. It's facing the wrong way at the exit ramp or the entrance ramp to go the other direction. It's by itself. And I'm just like, well, that's crazy. Did somebody drag her out of the fucking car? and
Yeah,
kill
that'd
her?
be-
Like,
that would
I'm
be
like,
a-
what happened? Her anxiety is the same as mine, though. She's like, what do you see? But I'm like, nothing. I'm good. Like, do you need help? No. And then she called, what the fuck is wrong? And I'm like, I'm good. We're all good. But it's the same. We're just anxious people. That's cops.
Yeah,
You know how cops are. We're all turned up. You call me. I'm like, are you good? Like, that's why you get, yeah. I need to know right away. I hear your voice.
Yeah.
You're good. Okay.
See,
To be fair, too, I don't. How many statistically out of 10 times? How many times do I call you with great news?
Never.
Yeah, it's always
Never.
something
I've
going on.
never got the Powerball call yet. I haven't got the fucking Powerball call
Mike,
yet.
we did it.
No, I haven't got that one yet. I haven't got that
Are
one
you
yet.
sitting down, Mike?
Yeah.
Just-
Fuck.
what were you gonna say, Jimmy?
no, I mean, just like I'm just over here thinking about like, man, I do enjoy talking to you guys, and I really enjoy your input. Like when I have something that I'm thinking about, and I know it's in your wheelhouse, like I want to know what
Hold on to the handrails. It's gonna be a long call.
Yeah, I want to know what you guys
Like
think.
the
and I
call about
wanna-
your brother, dude. I
Yeah.
thought you were dying. Jimmy's like, hey man, I need you for
wait,
3
wait,
minutes.
wait.
I'm like, I drive home from dinner. I'm like, oh fuck. And then my head starts
Might be
spinning.
my last
anxiety-
chance to say bye.
Go ahead, Jimmy. And then when he calls, I'm like, oh god.
Yeah, and I try to say it like, hey, dude, don't need anything, not
But
important.
that's your anxiety and my anxiety.
Yeah, yeah.
Your question and my anxiety getting into
It's
it
like-
with each other.
it's like some it turns into
'Cause
some
like I
sort of
said,
mutant
He
anxiety.
said not important 11 times.
if my daughter texts me, hey, I'm like that, and that's over. The world, just like you said, the world
I'm-
ended. I'm like,
I'm
oh,
very
fuck.
straight up. Like if I say like, hey man, I need to talk to you right now. It's important. That's exactly what I mean. It's important.
But here's the thing, Jimmy. If you've done that and I've called you and you've been like, I'm just kind of worried about a time hack with one of my episodes, getting the information. I'm like, Jimmy, that's not. I was on the phone. I had Mike calling Jimmy to make sure Jimmy's okay, and Mike's like,
I
yeah.
didn't say it was important. I
You
called-
talked,
But
you
yeah.
texted, you called.
That's the
your
cop.
wife called. I was like, dude, something's going on.
That's the first responder. Like the day I asked you to call me, the very first time. When Copville asked you to call me,
Oh
you
yeah.
were like, dude, this guy was nobody ever asked me to call him.
That's
It's that
true.
weird thing. It's like, what the fuck do you need me to call you?
Are you
for?
gay?
I never want to talk to you. I never want to talk to you on the phone. Text me.
I mean, like even with the thing that I felt like was important, and this all goes back to like I really I want the information. I want to do my due diligence. I want y'all's input. I want it. I need that to run it through. I want to run it through the filter, man.
Yeah.
I want to add it to my filter, and get more information because I'm a curious person, and I want to know what you think. And I want to hear a cool story based on your experience that I can put in my repertoire. And it's like, but you guys were
Yeah,
like, get
no.
it, 20 give me the bullets, get in,
23
get
years,
out.
23 years of taking calls for service and all that stuff. It's like, talk to me. What do you got? Here it is. Like,
Yeah, you know how many times I've
unfortunately, that's
said,
me.
ma'am, is this a police issue? After they were talking for 3 minutes, I'm like, I'm just,
Yeah. When do you need the
I
cops?
just need to know where you need the cops
Yeah.
at. I'm
Did
not trying to be
anybody die?
rude.
Is anybody
Yeah.
dead in the house?
Get to the point, ma'am.
Yeah, I get that. I totally do. And I don't know how.
That's just a
but
habit thing for me.
when-
It's
when-
funny.
when
It's your
I-
analogy is
dude,
great.
you guys-
That's it.
when-
I can't help it.
when I came in this morning, it was like, I am fucking game based. We're not talking about shit.
Other
We're
than
not saying nothing.
other than the growling about the diet, it was it was
Yeah, well, I mean, like that. Yeah.
Jimmy's growling. He even said it to me. He's like, bro, Jimmy's growling. I'm like, I know, man.
What's funny is you guys don't know because you guys make it.
I don't.
You guys are like,
Okay, wait, Jimmy. Let me preface it for everybody. We got 5 minutes left. I hear Jimmy growling. I'm like, you know what? We're all working. We're all trying to get
I'm
ready
like,
for
I
the
think I
show.
heard him growl too.
So I go out there and I sit down to eat my breakfast, and Mike's like gambling. And
No.
yeah, no,
Gambling?
right?
I swear to God, I wasn't.
Okay, he's sitting down. his
But he did
computer.
like a drive-by growl.
he did a drive-by growl, and we looked at
You
each
look at
other.
me and said, "Was it me?" I'm like, "No, it's fucking him. He's been growling all morning."
And then he comes, he sits down with his protein bar next to it. Silence, by the way. Mike on the computer, I mean, he goes, I go, Jimmy, what's up, bud? What's up?
and here's the thing, like, you guys, it has nothing to do with anybody. It's what's going on up in the
I
fucking
know, but
brain.
you clearly needed to get something out.
That's the equivalent of your wife going,
No, here's the
"Sits down in the chair."
now. That's what you
You're
guys
like,
think.
I know, it's not your fault.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
it's not-
saying. It's the equivalent, though. It's like, "Oh, bitch, what's wrong? What did I do? Tell me."
No, and for me,
My eyes are
it's
watering.
it's more of just like my own stuff is going on in my head. I'm being quiet because I've got my own thoughts going on, and I'm like, okay, Hey, let's make sure we don't leave it out in the fucking hallway. Okay. And then I'm eating this thing and I'm like, you know,
I'm getting ready to start growling though. I'm fucking starving. So just so you guys know. Where
we
we
got 4 minutes.
All right. I'm dying.
What we got to do? I saw a super chat from. I'd feel terrible if he's not here right now. From Pride Assassin, he said, "Prayer of the day." Which thank you for reminding us that we have not been doing a verse of the day or prayer of the day. Proverbs 126. How fast can you get that up, Jimmy?
Fast. So what is it?
Calling us out, keeping us on our toes. You are very right.
Proverbs, right?
Proverbs 126.
That's today's.
Today's 122.
God, dude. I fucking late.
Yeah. So that figured it. Let's get it out of the NIV because that's just easier for everybody.
While we're doing this tonight, Thursday night, it's the night shift.
The intro's going to start now. It'll be it'll finish by the time you guys get there.
Remember, we'll remind you tonight. Come the first
February 6th.
February 6th. It's gonna be strictly counterculture.
5th. I'm sorry. February 5th.
So if you can jump over to the counterculture YouTube, that's where you don't miss.
Everybody's assignment tonight is to watch it on counterculture.
Yeah, I mean we'll still be able to engage with you and everything, but we're making the shift.
Moving.
I mean, I've got the verse, but if you read it out of context, let me just read it first,
okay,
and then let me give you the fucking context. Because I will laugh when disaster strikes you. I will mock you when calamity overtakes you. It's like, man, that does not sound Christian.
It's reference to what we were talking about, the toxicity, I think.
Yeah, right. But here's what it is. It's out in the open, wisdom calls aloud. She raises her voice in the public square, and on top of the wall, she cries out. At the city gates, she makes her speech. How long will you who are simple love your simple ways? How long will mockers delight in mockery and fools hate knowledge? Repent at my rebuke. Then I will pour out my thoughts to you, and I will make known to you my teachings. But since you refuse to listen when I call you, and no one pays attention when I stretch out my hand, since you disregarded all my advice and do not accept my rebukes, I will laugh when disaster strikes you, and I will mock when calamity overtakes you. So you see, it's like, hey, this is wisdom talking, right? Which is, of course, the Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, I'm showing you what right looks like. I'm telling you what right looks like. And when you don't want to fucking listen and you mock me because I'm showing you what right looks like and you don't want to do it, I'm going to fucking laugh when you fall on your fucking face.
Boom.
And that's what it's referencing. But when you read that, just that one verse, it's like, whoa. So
funny thing from Patreon, I posted a picture of Lewis and I put it in Patreon this morning. We were getting ready. And
you're trying to win over Lewis as the cool guy, the nice guy.
No.
Take a picture with me, Lewis. Those guys suck. They're so
somebody. Juliet Whiskey said, I've generally thought Lewis was further back than he actually is. So when you guys are yelling at him, he's like right there, laughing my ass off. Good work, Lewis, with how you run things. You give the show a funny, unscripted aspect.
There you go,
they didn't realize we're yelling at you this close. They thought maybe you're like way back in the other room.
Lewis is in it behind like a panel.
Yeah, we should put him in his own little thing.
For his fish tank.
There is a counterculture on Spotify. I don't know if Night Shift is just going to be a show on the CC stream or if it's going to be its own stream. That stuff. The problem with doing that is that Night Shift will get 5 streams because if we create its own audio stream, that is very hard. Where if we put it under counterculture, people already have that downloaded, so it's going to auto populate. We'll get to that. We'll know by tonight, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Allegedly.
All right, guys, that's it for the show. We'll see you tonight
at 8 Counterculture. Watch our Counterculture. Get ready.
Night Shift. Then tomorrow for 11 a.m. for Casual Fridays.
Ooh.
Later.
Good luck, Dylan.
JV team for life.